98.9 FM. And now fiada. And now 28 November 2025. Wow. Afino ako na wie ya nesa. Afino eko 2025 eko nesa. Me pa chewo ye frame me Prince OBIBA POAKWA Brown. Ene fiada. Enti edru fiada ya ye frame me Kofi. Ene ya me krada. Enti ya na nijie ne wosoro pa. Me dia reho de. Isanse mia mi nua pa. Ye me dofo pa. George Mahama on kanti asefo ho biem. Nanso mpanifo si esukura ye jahem. Ya transe me kachiro si ya transe abre nyina. Your mind chichire. Sebi wenye we ya hye 1 we ya hye 2. Ensemo a ye kane ye ensemo ebeboa ema ye man no akọ nanim ewa agudie kwan so. Blasters akọ mu ewa United Kingdom. Black Queens akọ mu ewa United Kingdom. Yebedi nkomo afa ho na anopai. Accra House of Folk eko University of Ghana Sports Stadium ewa Legon. Yebedi ehun nkomo. Sansuna still Ebeya Matters are rising. President I inaugurated the oversight committee Beshe World Cup 2026 so Matters are rising now. Yebeshe aka. Nancy Yebeye Tetelesta kakra. Tetelesta no Arsenal. Big game this weekend our English Premier League Chelsea any Arsenal. Is Arsenal no and Oma Tetelesta. Untimi enhye no. Obehye no but obehye obi ahyew. Eno ensemo a ekoso wo ho ene ya transi. Me kai wo se abre nyina se me transi a me tenemu de ma Jeffrey Sintim Kore Chaskele Crucia mago wantimi ama ne Isaac Asempa wa ha akwasi me chiao
me josum ne kuma
pacho hu ye de
ndra ma me di watch ma me fili ye ntimi hu ye
okay na mfezo be kam fanka me ka se nenso yebetimi akọ nti ana ne de ene ye be kwa kira he ye bia na
de kwa bodanto yi
ene ye be ko
abodanto yi
za okay mate pa
dem kwa abodanto yi
be ko abodanto yi se bibia boko de
nyame adom
na enra wo si mija ha na utena ha na wo ye
ndra me fia be 5 p.m.
Oh, set time na me drew fie de
and I'm fia be 5 p.m. Could do ndra so very late pa because there was so much traffic Lagos Avenue we ashao for Nigeria like
na wanka sa kanisa be the pele now can ashao for
the Mensvik or bad between Mensvik any junction also just the violation
na ehompu Edru
but that time around that time no 5 no that time say 5 that was around 6
Edru 800 meters so do when bubu Edru 800 meters ebedu free Mensvik eko ne de ebedu
wendu
there be
endu every Mensvik eko junction is so
yes
endu violation endu yes
and now almost 1 hour
100 meters a park back football field back 5 no endu 500 go endu be 300 na so dem all they say me
how dey wa ule
yes so that
how dey wa ule
fee
okọ sa street no so no wadi nsemo was our street no so
wadi nsempa ewo
okay so the
I don't know say what sanity dey be there because say that time me menta
emfa ho that time na bia watwam ko
and I see be later but 6 7 crazy more than 1 hour and udu enihu a say bibi esia but inti ram cha say be ja me trata de obi hum say ya de no cha sa we ujud na de nam sa de inti me de metna if you say em pam am ye na nyew dem try check akra na mo pam me
say
before ka me charge usually sit ka
is unusual oh yeah I know for ne ma na oko ba mientie anyum we na ye na no pay kanisa just speak to the Lord kanisa bibia okomu bia kanisa
and they says and they just when you mean di inkum
yeah
yes and they
otie empire
yes You be catching nipa no. Catching
Nyankopon me da se. Na se de obe catching nipa no. Catching Nyankopon. Oni nyame enkasa na obetie pa. Odi e kan sa se de opeso kan bia. Isan se ansa na obe campo no na onim deda.
Oh yes.
Yes, na onim deda. Eno eya asemo a me de e ma o ene anope. Ike, talk to me. Ya ne nyame akasa yi. Talk to me. Eden na ekoso. What is on your mind? And I no pay.
And that you may nsem nkuro send the Jesse mu beba.
Yes, Jesse ne kwame.
Ma menye no mo nsem nkuro 17. Me bro so ntem na
po ameba no. Okay, mame ma bia 222 minutes.
One prince.
Sa 3
4
Okay, 4:17.
4 that's very 2 hours something.
Okay.
Mami no. And there Friday in Mekura Bakubia. No public interest story bako.
Okay, me that say.
I'm saying as it in dra now match me to your page ni so. Nah. Calling say we not ready.
Was there eno na was there no.
Public interest story. Ominya shows in the last few days there's a story about generating public interest. A change that story. There is this young, beautiful girl. Over social media is what. Edian ya yenim ni pa no. Yenim no. The friend Tiana Trump. As in Donald Trump didn't Trump. The Tiana Trump ni din no. And only any showbiz name.
Sure.
Na din pa ni mama ni papa wo no me to no. Tiana Nichelle Jones. Tiana Nichelle Jones. Ni din pa no. But Tiana Nichelle Jones no bo amanfo ehu no. That's about Tiana Trump no na amanfo de nim no. Na ababa wa ye ka no asem no. Oye hwan. Ababa wa we sebe impredua sampen for the money Monday Friday to fan che. O ati blue film. No, say me can say mate ho prince. Me ka so ati blue film say no dey mate ho.
I not already doing so.
Say like what is so you are telling me that we morning show no. If there is an issue on prostitution, people don't discuss it. Is that what you are saying?
You better cut a hon to ma. Who can blue film? Say blue film, there will be any man there.
Yeah, so I have to. I was saying mama for who, but in a disguised form. In some blue film, ma.
Who can bro for ya? Senke bro for who can say?
Upon actor. I look at West. Baka blue film man. Koran kwa be kre nim.
Ampa.
Yes. O ati oze. No, say I know the later now. Say I send the half an hour. Only fans in the send here. And only a subscription based way for internal fee now. She's really big on the various sites. Calling they are not pictures now, so I'm for some girl. I'm to some. Now, your sister, beautiful American girl. Asem no any semi prince ababa no. No ye papa.
Ne ho akono.
Ne ho akono. Na asem nyina ne sen.
Victoria's Secret we pa na wa hye ne sen.
Ne ho fe. Na asem nyina ene sen. Asem nyina ne sen. Este ya wati blue film yi. Ye nua a oban ye we ye kire ye Ivory Coast ye ya oboas na. At that time now the highest most expensive Arsenal signing. Nicolas Pepe. Say only ni rejai year 2024 no. Ohwehwe mu ano ababa wa nya osi opeso ware na kuma kodim oba ya abayi a wati blue film yi ayefe no Tiana Trump no ono na yenua
ene nyame ehira
Nicolas
Brant nyame edine
Pepe
echi pa ma no ba panka sanka
say oba ababa wa oyi blue film ena yenua kuma Nicolas Pepe say isi ade ne do a wenya no nti ono ena opese okoware no nti asem no netini tie mu ano no say the porn star Tiana Trump ena Nicolas Pepe say isi ade o say o matrache o in fact they've been together for about 1.5 years what after there em say Nicolas Pepe ho akodim ni do akodim get no credit say me so get na kire ne niam abibra
Pa.
Ama isa wakohwe atodom.
Pa. Bese ordinate what yes in so pa.
Yes. Inti. Isi ade ni kwa to page ne ho a enje. Isi ano o hwehwe mu se o yese enimani mi ya no behwe na wakoye ne ho ade baba ho akono ensem nya ye nka bat baba ne ho akono papa
Nicholas Pepe ukodwa so a emema nyina ensoma wo
ba unim am so feel say na ade a girl people are really concerned about it because am for feel say ade a yi film nyina de bi ekokotwe ye nya ye hwe no onkwa ogotu eska ko fanda ko tira film we jai ade yi na because people said some worry obema girl ne jai you see the girl we jai porn acting but I say you know only fans pay and only fans you have to subscribe before you can go and watch
yes
and class people say worry ne dia
obema ne jai
and one day jai no man na tira film because Nicholas Pepe the first marriage was to one French girlfriend Fanny B. I'm so being
Fanny B. Yeah.
And on Fanny B. too. In fact, they were together from 2017 to 2024 last year. And now more in Mammy and two beautiful kids. Interestingly, in Crano Pepe ho. Inti Pono girl porn star and all Shem Crano ama Nicholas Pepe any Fanny B. Inti said person official na one no ewa no motra na bibia nso ekoyi emom na we manage the reality is that people are really concerned, especially from the part of the world that free air ban. It is not part of your training and practice. It is not something that we accept. Inti there is clearly resistance from his people.
Which people?
Because Pepe's people.
Now the woman ebe ware no.
No, but the stigma, they feel that the stigma that is going to be on his head is a stigma that is going to be there forever.
Which stigma ben?
Say Gani porn Gani videos no exo out how they didn't crowd for to me come phone so was an pay me by crowd no me boy me said videos be about man share inti for yes but if you just Google a name you will see it will pop up. Yes, a simple Google search of a name. And so this is not something that is glorious. Maybe 24 anya idea enunyam shebi wom anya idea something that can cover your head in glory. Sabi obia ne da the videos na wa born ti on to one dey ka say kra ogusu aye videos na egusu e ton okosua ko trace card akwara ko tenefi. It will not be covered in glory. That is why people have an issue. Anytime my home for neko ware no, but ebusani dey so o na onia oba no na fe obi akofa no bi and say nipa ne bo video wase bema kura ekobo video hu get ni say akwara bambara ware na dey je da one for ne da say prince that is not something that is glorious. Enya ade a ede no nyam hye ebre busuya. Yes, o mu say wa hwa
ho na ne do akodi.
Yes, but
odon so ko baby
no, but edobo on so stupidity and sometimes into the Bible can say Jimmy ebata abofra akoma ho but entianwa ba entianso ba ebe ye free ho and sometimes abofra de Jimmy bebre ebata makoma ho we are getting that trust man step akumi oni binti na dua bum but ukuda entianso ba otimi de twa no fiu mienu a sebe nkwa asem nya ne su nyina betete no. Yes, Prince, I'm telling you, sir. There are some girls, there are some girls,
media mean to say ohia entianso aba.
I didn't hear say they are kono
baby odo no e ho no doko
kono baba
ne do akudi odo mu.
No Prince, no see you can't say that
40 obi a wan hu washi oba o se ope no.
Obabu ejimi o Prince, ebi wo ejimi o. I'm telling you, ebi wo ejimi o.
Washi obi na pe na ware no e de ben ejimi esen.
Okay, so do you know that first it might be reciprocal. This girl, Ojan, she has slept over 400 men.
So what? Now, so, Nicholas Pepe no one e ma sen no so ada.
Me ba o.
Be man oni ma sen na ada.
Me ba.
Me I'm not a best example.
No, I'm not using you. I'm just saying that. Oba Remember, baby, other different kind of men. And you baby because you the man, you can't even satisfy her. Somebody who has used drugs and things and has who the man, what can you do to satisfy her? So to get to a point, over 1 or 2 days, the marriage will break down because the girl is used to a certain kind of lifestyle that you cannot give her. So she may want start cheating on you. Go. Afine because he has money. What are you talking about? Now me see the girl when you marry, she will start going. Now who's the girl on it? Who's the girl on it? The girl on it, but the girl still goes out to have fun and sex people and put on OnlyFans. What are you talking about? So the girl will only stop those things when she's officially married.
Yes,
and I'm saying that. So when in the crown and or do in the video say to OnlyFans say Jimuska, and she's only prepared. Look, also Obama girl ne jai say I'm a warrior. No, I'm gonna be home girl. I'm gonna TV at fashion and Kora. So I'm saying that Obisan oh I not ordinate now. In fact, there are some segment of your marriage that will you see the what's the man can wait. These people, there are people you can't even how can you certify you or be uncover 3-4 in videos 3-4 make journals. So even though cut and paste, they use drugs and all of that and. Well, then how are you going to satisfy this person? Only that crowd who's called boy and that way.
Nicholas Pepe, Koso Obano, Nehua Konopa.
Wait, say, Onya Bakubi, Ebia no Konoya Baku, Papa Bakumenu. Where you yourself no call baby. I only been a Trump, Bakugan, and Okono, Papa Bakumenu, in his every
also the Bekofi, Nedraku.
We yes. Please let's not encourage this kind of things. Let's not encourage or even no kuma into say to tune if to pa. Assassin will be on my way. Not even at this level. Not even at this level. And even at this level.
I mean doing body, but obviously. I know, and yet at this level, but
can be for now or involved, no, or Beba, no, or penny for my windy. I was Charlie. I dare you are on Quack of Eddie. It's not fair to us because I don't know. Then you never find a crack. Eddie Coffee. And have you seen the kind of advice I'm giving you? I've seen that the person of Ukraine idea. Nipano. Or a nice person. No. But it is true. It is true. But what people are saying is that, and what people are saying is that. Who
cares about what people are saying?
What people are saying, what people are saying is that, Prof, gay, even the videos need never be crowd one thing. The stigma around you. I'm for like things that are. No. I don't put the Obia or a marriageable commodity. But it could be someone and nobody knows. No, nobody knows. So nobody will even on your topic of discussion, but nobody knows even that person. In fact, this one you are even discussing it because the person is known.
But once the story you are citing, the example you are citing here, because of Unikuni Dibreno, once whether if the girl has Sasubina, now will be a nimukra by virtue of Unikuna Okako Warinity. A better man story in epi.
Yes, no. What I'm even saying is that the concern is that if it were to be some businessman in the UK or somewhere, get married to the girl, nobody will even care.
Yeah.
But nobody may even know.
I heard you
pay like a search and idea. So that is why that's what makes it a huge. In fact, you know, say girl way this porn star way, Tiana. If she had married someone who was not popular, like it won't even be in the news.
But why would she or no? No, you
can go and marry someone who is rich but not popular.
Okay.
In fact, public space. In fact, this girl, what's her name? A girl about Tennessee.
Serena Williams. Yes.
She got married to a very rich man.
Yes,
but who was not very popular. I think he's Pinterest or
yes, Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest.
Yes, one of those.
Yes, Pinterest.
So and it's a very rich, very like it's one of those big top
rich but normal kind
people
of guy.
People didn't even know him.
And you about tennis or cotton hobia cameras and microphone.
Yes, you see, but Pepe the idea it is something. Why is it that it has got that kind of international attention that it has got? Because people are, hey, on for bar.
One that's why you went for bar. Football was because also you went for bar.
I've seen people who are greater than him.
Ah.
Wait, guy, yeah, Oshe goes, be black guy, but I'm your genie, the impact striker, no. Defoe.
Jermaine Defoe. Yes.
He got married late. I'm married and do 1 year. Who would they get in the year? I'm saying that football, if they come, they are come to dissipate, they are come to destroy you. Go away. How can you satisfy her?
Obi on the tea afene fancy.
No, they are no. They are together for 1.5 years. This girl is still doing OnlyFans.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that even to that you are speaking. Honestly, I'm going to work. Again, look at so quick. One of funny bags in the one and half member for that.
No co training no so funny bag no so ko juma. See any na ekoye juma e ba ni abehia.
Seminar o ka ase no. What you say?
Aden.
Na Nicolas Pepe said he write a catch a footballer bi no. Enye football no enye ska kan nsa so ba ni.
Oh, and no so say anything.
On training, on channel, on penny deal, no penny dear.
Me patch on dear no wenya no.
Debbie, Gary.
Yes.
Yeah. Now say, in these 6 months.
Oh, how?
How say? Now,
Obi aware in 6 months.
Now,
the only
but sometimes you don't need a suit. Sometimes you don't need a suit.
Kofi.
Omumra Facebook na picture bi oni na twakora ne ba bi ana ne nsahye Nicolas Pepe ne nsahye no ene enema bi o enkyere so ba no kura ne hu akono pa ne hu de akono
ba say un say wa ho ofe de obeba ba usuban
ne mama kura efe pa
Kofi me describe ne mama ne mama ne ware waje ase
ni nyina kan ho bi
enye ne mama ne
ware ba de o fa no afo ba ne ho fe odi wachi a no bi ehun se wafa
ena me si
oba bibi ekowani ehun se me fa de no fe na ekomani
oba ne ho fe kama ba o san usuban important
santa me no untimi guarantee
Kofi
obi wo ho be yi suban na di a kire o de ne Kofi a na wakosesa
Kofi no kure ne say
it's better say obefa obi a owo top no be di wani dance oba akofa obi every baby na afi wa be boa na afi odi wani
masa pepe isika awenya kakra no mo ho ban
niko
na sa grofo
niko toaso
sa grofo omo ye bediwa sika ne san
ai why public interest we na wi ana o de ba ko bi be ka
oh papa we you have to come mean
okay yeah me and answer na be ko ume we ni so no betan no say o de 1 million Ghana cedis ato ho say o pre-register e wo betano.com.gh unya a share of sa 1 million Ghana cedis no enti betano say o ma wa ye millionaire an sa 1 million Ghana cedis ko www.betano.com.gh or register once you secure or part of the 1 million Ghana cedis. Almost men country say obia and I say omo di emfie du nwotwe eko na ese omo di omo ho ebeka ho bi. Almost say betting and I say gambling addictive and I say it can be addictive into du hu hyemu a no ahwene yie. Regulated by Gaming Commission of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Almost men country say o pre-register na no nkyere se we debate betano.com.gh be a millionaire eno ena almost men kankyere ene anopai sanso na jibu se men kankyere se almost specially designed 20 liters bottles no it comes in 2 variants bano mienu differently baako no and the normal one DC dispenser machine so the omodia ba fair foforo kra no eno no dispenser bottle no ena omode pipe anu bi ahye ho into kitchen onu aduane a enya afi na abepepe bibi na de sese sensuo dabi ubua na ode aye de ope bia unya bi esi ho de mankwala na enkwala ade ba ko omu hu a na omani age pa yensuo bo so omu hwiehwie gum omu de gu omu ho sa oye ma mofra na omani ebeji yie papa jibu se men kan kiro se omu provide free refill bottles any dispenser machines e dey ama corporate businesses into ba happy ha ye de no be bia department bia de si ho no jibufo ene de aba presently omu 9 African countries are Ghana account but oba Ghana ha de enti ese okojibu ni se ye wo 9 site baby Mako Enkuno Airport, North Legon, Adentan Osu, Asalam Down, Dansuman, Sotium, and Afi Madina. Baby, I'm a bobo swing now ho. Now be person be distributor now a reseller of Jibu product in na be enyam for su boom now so what do ho efri ohia ho fre 0302 528 669 Jibu a better life Ike yankoi
Obiba.
yes sir.
Your had na yati say Hearts of Folk. Oma decided some kobo home games Legon. In fact, media from day one obeying my position on that, and I've said that I think that is where they should have started their home game this season. In fact, as for Nankasa, Mate communication, Mate or Paramount, they say that is where they chose to be their home venue and across what them alternative venue. But now Legon for no say more a jubi on or pitch no so any idea. So that is why it is no we and no omoko. Now, and that's the reason that they've given it. That is their social game, and then they are pleading with their home fans and say whatever the distance near, then they should come there and support a team. You know. But Obiba,
Yes sir.
men so ejuma ye de rewura moan ye rewura aye pay information. Intimacy meaning namsa mi rewura saa na makwa chance upon a document. Makwa chance upon meaning say because we are chance upon the document. What I say.
As a oko baby na akohu said that ho na hwe kakra.
I'm twime kon.
Twukon na hwe ya.
Chance.
Why intercept? But chance.
I chance. Yes.
One intercept or chance upon.
A chance upon. And I was sneaky and creepy intimate my phone. It try crack.
And that's why intercept.
But yes, but
No, nya kro no.
No, yeah, you see, you know that.
Nya kro no there.
Debbie.
Na so omochi wan ko omo de
Now document now do you know how we get? Do you know that in order to uncover crime, you can commit a crime to uncover crime? Do you know that?
Now we crime be na omo committee or
No. Yeah, same kind. So I'm just saying that getting the information. Information.
I don't say you kron.
Yes,
Sneaky. Obi o
sneaky and pricky and creepy.
Any creepy no e kron. Akronfo na
No, but men we are
okay.
Document. Men we are. In fact, this document, I nya say one document I say is secret. But because sometimes you pay and I'm paying for them with there could be no you be bia na say dey. Ekwa bontin.
Okay. Enti wo so you then sneaky and
creepy. Gabi na o yusu ye. E kire me na me so.
Wafa.
It's my fa. You are too creepy.
So no describe you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mate. Twaso.
Prince. Issue way has the folks are more call Egonakobo. Because that's the home grounds. And media obeying me stands. I mean that's why I prefer has bomb home games. I was but that's not the reason. I feel that even in terms of transportation that place is easier. Because Medina, we are Medina, we bring cash straight to Medina.
Drole go and west.
Oh, but if you can so na kwa transport stadium, we do Accra. We have a simple. Say man, we Accra, we have see Kanishi. Rafa, Accra, na Accra no kusi be si we. Na na tebe na tika stadium ya de ketwa.
No one nantia.
Na na tebe na ketwa.
To do ho a.
No na ketwa. Leg, we see ho bus stop Oponglo.
Yeah, no.
Okrosu ya na onkoi. I'm saying
Ufri Temanso neba and also Medina car no wesi wo.
Where's your baby ya when Medina car? Ufri Teshi ujina Medina car straight,
yes.
First stadium location
yeah. I said upe car baby ufi pokwase eba from Medina. Usu mo junction so on Venice. Usu Medina Crampoa. Medina Zongo Junction. In fact, it's a photograph of 350 pesos.
Person no see ho.
It is until I know and yet difficult. It is fans no say and why be amunja is
okay.
Me who the function statement of Hearts of Folk any protocol game no.
And unti na akoye sneaking no.
Yes. Me who the function statement of and this is not a document that should be out there like that. That is why.
Enona yes you know.
Yes, enona yes, enona that's where the function statement of
March day 9.
Yes. Hearts any protocol Sunday 9th November 2025. So the expected attendance of the game was 29,900. That was the expected attendance at the game.
Almost 30,000.
Yes, that was what they expected. So this is, and has folks support the bia, you assume metie ejuma mi bedi. Now wa ube say
yes sneaky and panty.
Uda mi trying to be cry, but say mpete mi trying to cry. Now me say me say more me sneaky. This thing I don't want to say it on air, but there's a document. Again, I very controversial for a long time now. I have that a full document, a contract. Into bia has support the bia you assume netie no say the reason I has for aircon where media I feel that even this one is more tenable than the Omokano, and therefore so has Nina say you agree that yes indeed your supporters say your team say call Legon, and we have to agree that you have to go to Legon. So one Maka the expected will net 29,900. So now this is what happened. Has for 29,000. This has for printed tickets, you know.
Okay.
Tickets, you know, now the highest ticket price was 500 cedis.
Yes. So 500, 350, 200, 60, and 30.
That was it. Yes. 500 in a VVIP, no. I'm printing 40 tickets per. And 350, no. And we VIP, upper VIP, no. And I'm printing 1,200 tickets.
What's say 500? No, almost printed
400. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, 40, 400.
400. And at 350, no printed 1,200.
Yes.
And at 200, no lower VIP. And I'm printing 2,300.
Okay.
And at 60, no center line. And I'm printing 6,000.
Okay.
And the popular stand, no, and 30 cities. I'm printing 20,000.
Okay.
And in all, no. I'm printing tickets 20,000 and also the value inka tickets say you me ton ni nyina
ka value
inka scan to me ton ni nyina inka benya 2,400,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
No, 2,040,000 Ghana cedis. 2,040,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, 2,040,000 Ghana cedis. Yes.
Inka ton tickets ni nyina.
29,900
na. Ton ni nyina nka
over a little over 2 million Ghana cedis. Okay.
But in actual, what really was sold, so let's also get that. These were the physical tickets that were sold. There were also e-tickets.
E-tickets, yeah.
So the 500 tickets, no, out of the 400, no, we were able to sell 61 per. How supporters the moon 10 years. 350 DNA upper VIP no. I include popular general around here. Press box out of the 1,200 no, we were able to sell only 59. 200 no, I lower VIP no. Out of the 2,300 no, has one ton 332.
Okay.
And at 60 no, the center line 6,000 no, has one ton 1,154. And now so 20,000 no, has for a ton 6,431.
20,000 now a year 30 cedis no.
30 cedis.
You know popular
stand no, has one ton 6,430 out of the 20,000.
And tinina value no yes.
Value no, 379,720 Ghana cedis. 379,720,000 Ghana cedis.
So half of the expected amount.
No. Yes, of the amount.
Of the 2 million.
500,000.
500,000, yeah.
Now, e-tickets also were sold.
E-ticket, okay.
But where can you know the Facebook live?
Yes. Enti ye to ye bo ase achichi. Enti bra Facebook ubaba no neda ho na wadi achiri ye. Enti e-ticket 500 de no. Omo ton ahe mi hu
28
mi chichi wan.
28
mi chichi.
500 ton 28 e-tickets. I'm for to e-tickets 528.
28, okay.
And 350 de no 24.
Okay.
And 200 de no 185.
Okay.
And 60 de no 615. and at 30 there no 1,163.
Nti ɛno nso value ne yɛ sɛn.
And so value near 131,190 Ghana cedis. Enti odi ni nyina enti tickets that were unsold no. Eye odi ni nyina bomu 13,556 tickets were unsold. The value near 1,660,000 Ghana cedis of tickets were unsold.
Over 1,660,000 cedis. Amount on tickets were not sold. Into cash shortage, beyond so amba. Okay, 220 cedis cash shortage. I don't know. I know the finance for no prof mono money. And so no complimentary cards were issued. As I have no complimentary cards where tickets were issued. Oh, sir.
Yes. As
the functional statement.
Yes. In total, no prof, the e-tickets, no, any the physical tickets that were so no in your boom has for 510,000. Say even the 2 million here only the physical tickets.
Yes.
2 million for only the physical tickets.
Yes. Yes.
You come to India, that's what they get. Into
gross, no.
Yes.
Gross, no.
510,690 Ghana cedis.
Nti ye bo ni nyina wie ticket no a ye twa ye ton ni nyina de car ye kire ni bibia ye kan sika ni bo mo no 500,000
no 510,000
690 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Okay.
510,690.
Okay.
Now this is what the deductions now starting. Less 6% of NHIL, National Health Insurance Levy, get fund, COVID levy. I don't know if it grows him. I don't know. About 25,135.61. 6% tax on COVID levy and
I don't know VAT in Kahun.
VAT back. And 15% VAT. Also on the gross. I know 66,611 Ghana cedis. 66,611 Ghana cedis. Inti VAT for no scam money flash 500,000. 66,000. Oh, the 25,000 boom. Now she say almost 70,000. And the tax. No.
It will be more than say 65, 25, 80, 90,000.
No, 90, about 25.
5 is 11 plus
91,000.
Yes.
91,000.
Yes.
Okay.
And the almost 91,000 no a free 510,690 no.
I've got 418,900.
So and only a friend net after tax.
Yes.
And the tax in every mono.
Yes.
And the way no afe ni ye better much day expenses na.
So I'm so as for the reason in here. As for every account, it makes sense.
It makes sense. The official reason.
No. This is me. Wait, me reason. Me na me feeling say me a different angle. And I say no.
And I say ka omunyina we so uhwe we no ka omunyina we so kura fa.
Because of your relationship, they can't even stand on this.
Okay.
Because the account you still go back.
Okay.
One way or the other, you still go back.
Okay.
Yes, you still go back. So you don't. But me, I'm here. I feel that wait, this there. What do you do anymore? It's not tenable that you still continue playing there. And the reason is this still. So cost of printing tickets in Libya, no any levy commission near the no. Anything that's quite a family home. Don't no. Afi na abaha. 5%. 5%. No. 5% on gross for maintenance.
CSC Accra Sports Stadium.
Prof, so I'll come back to why it's not tenable, and this is one of the reasons. 5% of Sikana is Akano. That is the net Sikana Akano. 5% on the even it's on the gross. The 5% is on the gross.
For the maintenance.
For the maintenance. For the maintenance.
Yes, on the gross. Yes.
For maintenance. I know, yeah, Prof, 25,000 for maintenance, 25,534.
Just for one match.
One match. Now, medicals, Red Cross, for allowance for boy with checkers and stewards, and put there, send the boy beer, you will still pay for those ones. Allowance for sellers and scanners, and wherever you play, you will still pay for those things. Accreditation, accreditation, publicity, and fuel. I know you refreshment, you still pay. Now we come to cleaning and sanitation.
Just maintenance, cleaning and sanitation.
Cleaning and sanitation, no, a year.
10,000.
Maintenance, 25,000. Cleaning and sanitation, 10,000. What do you are saying?
35,000.
35,000. Okay, now where they say crash barriers, any idea? No.
TNT for military personnel and others.
Yes.
Nti omu ye ani nyina wie no na ka 135,000.
No, please me ba ye ndu o.
Za.
Tie obitabuche ehwan. Obu me ba twen.
But we dey catch the Kobe say.
On my 5 minutes.
On my 5 minutes near San Friend ba. Kobe.
My wie we no ba sa.
Kobe me pacho ye exercise bi ho. Nti ye srewa we dey need obuo kwan so. National PRO. My 5 minutes, yen San Fre Obium. Prof,
say, 35,000 for maintenance and for sanitation.
Yes.
Now, say already be able to has for scanning has for 70% of scanner can. PLB, 5%. GFE, 10%. And I got 5%. Then the NSA, because as of use stadium, 10%. 10%. NSA, no, 26,964. That's from the.
Now GFA is
15%.
10%.
Now
5%. Not PLB.
5%.
And the MFA and non 20%.
Now NSA 10%.
10%.
26,000. NSA almost 27,000. 26,964. That's 10% of that money. And has one problem in NSA. 27,000 plus 10,000.
35,000.
What the bomber is saying?
Just see your mommy, bomber Mrs. CI. 26,964.
27,000. 27,000 plus 35,000.
Meba. Wait there.
Mama sinye crowd.
Me bonus is here. Enti 27,000
plus 35,000
plus 35.
Mama sinye na the TV say
62,000.
So the NSC alone for us for playing at the account alone.
62,000 Ghana cedis
for maintenance. For sanitation,
cleaning and sanitation, and 10%.
10% for the NSA, 66,000.
62,000.
Do you know that if they had played this game, ever till Legona, do you know what Legon? Do you know what they do? Legon charge flat rate.
Of what?
I'm not sure to be more than 10,000 per game.
I hear it's 18,000.
Over 20,000.
I think it's more than what?
Who never say 20,000? For them, 20,000 maintenance count.
Cleaning
sanitation count.
And even no 10%.
No 10%. Into no. Hasselhoff could have saved 40,000. And I'm telling you that it could have even been more. Yes, but it could have even been more. What is I call game no?
20 supporters a call. Has the no. So you see, Adiam Bakon say, Oma miye out of the 29,900 expected tickets, you know, omo miye hu here buy.
No, but who based on tickets on moton yen?
Ticket no moton yen.
Oh, you see,
but it's not here.
No, they didn't put it there, but I don't know. Simple calculation.
It's simple calculation of.
I want to 30. I want to 40. I want to 30. I want to 30. Oh, by the way, yes, calculation.
Okay, yes, calculation.
Oh, so probably my minjama program yes calculation. Inti, Prince, so. He has supporter. Nase
has bet me a save about 40,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes, in Ghana has basically over 40,000 cedis. And I feel that you see the NSA. Okay, I tell my call. NSA for no Edin Sio. Any near come Kotoko say Kotoko embra back home no come back home. Because the man
Mr. Justin was an uncle so mudili kakra.
Yes. You see, the thing is that stadium no any clubs no enter into an agreement about Obia who are high no. Because when games are not happening there, I'm telling you that Omwa high shops na there no, they run at a loss.
Definitely.
It should be a win-win situation. It should be man being so basically boom or a regular customer or bar. That's a fancy bar. Or more moton Tego's kitchen, or more moton soccer box, or more moton we could tebina or barrister mo in Chahono.
Chinchinga for no say.
Chinchinga for no, moton siono. Every time there's a game, they will make their gains. But ball clubs no, if you make bonus move free war. What happens to all those who are paying so much money at the stadium? Who will be going there to watch games? It is better say ubenya kakra chen say unya hwe kra. We all know that maintaining the class sports stadium is not easy. But only for one day until work.
So you don't think say the amount of money NS in your free game we no justifiable?
No, I'm not saying it's not justifiable. Oh, it could be justifiable.
But you think it's on a high?
I think that 10,000 for sanitation. It is too. See,
that's a normal outsourcing. It doesn't go to the NSC. Normal outsource cleaning and sanitation.
So, inti me bow. Inti, I don't know. Has one are telling me say they cannot find. They can umpire has one pair. Some are class 40. I want me 5,000, half of that amount. No. Me ba. What's it? I will forget him. Me say me say me na we could come be. Me say me also will be. Me say pama 5,000. Me see. We do our because we do about your washroom. Opa any Toby. Ena Mr. Kwesajman so tie. Mr. Kwesajman.
What's it the amount for honor amount 5,000. Ube chop
what game bia.
Yopo.
And me ask me due to my love for the club no. We say 10,000 and say me charge 5,000.
Now our capacity at the best idea no.
And you me yo. What are you telling me?
Okay.
5,000 cedis. 50 million. Washroom say what you saying? Oh, if you go there, who call on poor prince? The amukem somebody sanitation there and say you be bomb match near clean stadium no. Me for fair junkie boys see boys amukuta we abocha amon pe rubber amon pe plastic and am na kuru be amukuta amon pe plastic bottles. Catch am say share o pe plastic bottles. Me fa car ba o tell me fa rubber say ya be brew na me o man kan kru you say so kra we am na ma just genius car. Or no be sa bottles no. You am the scale be see ho. Or sa bottles ni we are. Ma say so we
no wa genius.
Ma say so genius car. Don't know clean mama me no unconsciously no.
What on scraps be am.
Prince, you see
as you got a business idea partner all day to.
Oh yes. Only say plastic bottles no.
Yeah, omoton.
Yes.
Omoton.
Because you see and the recycling companies no. That is what they use to product.
Say your flat in say omo the box ke CS you into year now they akogum. We are now they akogum.
Obi na obi say we do school Johnson so obi wo. We say we do wow. Or yeah the plastic bottles no. Yeah it kogum. Inti I'm saying that sometimes money clubs because say prop so you see if House of Folk does not play at their class sports stadium, who will it affect more? It's the NSA. Because they be a soccer box for no some every month, right? They make their breakthroughs most of the time.
Match days. Sure.
Because on a normal day, staff in the world near saying. How many of them will go and eat? There are people
staff in Ukraine, there
are people who even come from outside door to come and eat. How many? In the problem, if there's once a week, be on your house be, and now on your golibi, and now on your way be, at least that 1 week, 1 day, be no, depends on what you can grant, even old parents, Namawa, and any yabe breed.
Okay, me da say, sissy, take it in a mammy. Now, me call Jesse so. Jesse, yeah, Ube keep you your promise of sɛ ɔbɛyɛ minister na asɛm ɔka aba sɛ ɔn recommend say yɛmfa Ghanaian fans ɛnkɔ World Cup no last week saa
promise chief of staff
but chief of staff inaugurated the oversight committee for the World Cup or see no mpo de on wadi kan ni America for na kokasa kora embassy no yes was wadi kan ni o ma kokasa kora nti o mu nye follow up keke na o mu make sure say Ghana for be yes sort of what
yentimi sort of direct
and na usuga ko ti ade no
sort
of voice
no sort of
ewo ba wanye say bia wo kan say obon Galloway de anko be ka say minister simu akokan ye nye
no say you being polite
I say he's being polite but I cry Galloway
okay kasa kan wasem
okay
enti obeye no ana say obeye de
na chief of staff ka say me
okay enti ene ye de aikai bi ne enko
committees ya setting up na me hwe kwan minister no so set up committee mboa
oh same presidency they no override
oh no but me you see mo nya botre na yenye eduma no World Cup we will mark our 20th anniversary important say ye be hwe kwan for the past from 2006 up to about 2022 say me bisa say fa onsa chire bibi 14 yetumi enya out of the World Cup proceeds yetumi aye bibi sonko efrimu a it will be difficult to find
priorities.
It's not about it's not about priorities.
It's about priorities.
It's about priorities.
Ebia the old panel. Enya no na efe de ye but the efe no so any o man de ye no eboa ye
enya de me
me make say priorities a matter of priorities
enya de me pe o enya de me pe de ene de sene fata Black Stars yi omo ba se a dru baby kra no munya baby ntreni enti look it's important that you share sa 20th anniversary after 20 years. Now, at the end, of course, is the legacy term for President Mahama. Now, the BB. And yes, sir, you have a committees and once we be draining BB. And important, say, yeah, dear na, enko bani say, Ghana qualify for World Cup all can because 2014 say. Titi committees be bre ena ade no koye nyan so na committee bi egi fundraising ni e fa ambassadors ni e fa we sa bebia na everybody got an opportunity to want to milk the system. And it is important say we are guided sebeya enko bani say ye ba betiti committees any sub committees na akwa say job for the boys ni friends and cronies ni ade na branabe she committee we branabe sub committee member branabe we yes sir edru a tracing for accountability in everything.
Just in Pacho, yes, share Ura Kobe Jones a bohum. Mayeni Bosch and say, oh, my 5 minutes, na and friend. Now, why Uncle Cochradia?
Where weekend here, Arsenal Chelsea.
Yes, yes.
You remember Monte Carlo?
Jesse Pan. Me Pacho, Mayeni or Cochradia, teacher ni Kobe Jones. Cochradia, and fan and tentem. Teacher ni Kobe Jones, Memo Aquaba. Edeba happy 98.9 FM. Na Jesse say me Musa say weekend Arsenal any Chelsea any bebo wa Arsenal any Chelsea ye be ko Monte Carlo na akọhwe sa game na
asa dipenia bro you to me be say question bi asa so ase.
Okay, Mate, enti yantu aso na they say one kasa wakra house of folk Omo every Accra Sports Stadium call Legon Sports Stadium. A good decision.
Me that's what me church for. Na me have say I don't pay there. Na yo sober mood. Me him say enra na yemi abako free mu. Enya no free mu no. Aha adwin yi pa. Enso ye nipa ye tumi ye ho. Ye be ya ne say be bom pa ya man kra. Na do on say ko jan kwa.
I friend nyina.
Na me per confirmation no because for confirmation. As soon as I confirmation. So I'm still in a denial, but me pay.
Enti Kobi say wanya finally wanya confirmation ni say ye nua na asem no eyampa.
The confirmation I'm inside can say yeah, yatin san. Yatin san.
Me nyina me nkrofo bebre nim say ye ka nkrofo a enim Alan pa o ka ho bi.
Oh, maybe friend Alan, my friend Ola.
Olan me kai me nim sa story no pa.
My friend Ola, my friend Alan. Also friend Mr. Fuju. Alan, yeah, me from Sunyani to Accra, our days with Hot FM, you know, need not to the same house, mid dining. So we're doing so many things together. So Alan, there, we're close. You see, I hate you, be alright. There's nothing we can do. We need, you know, the bomb pie money. I say, I can remember say, I see a bomb pie money. Question will be some me and quick. You see, how to cook. Maybe who much is me in our Lego. Na the Kaya chick up on the China. We na rabbit at the sports thing. A match here. The change here and say, we only said this season. The whole match is in Nkuyi mine.
This season ma win one game per home.
Yes, and you cry. We need yes, your best system. That narrative no and why. And we need to change it. If we change any supporters now, your best supporters and so mumra in an income. Your bobo kuno, I did here pie in Kabuma. Kabuma, ye biano, your best supporters or China. Be a reliable. Now, I'm attachment. You per se a chatting new chapter. You per se I had a fofo. You per se the energy and I sign trust society. The best supporters no man. The best supporters. I'm walking. Namra. I want to be the raising concerns. I didn't see your colleague. And if you say be a question, I'll be yes, she said, yes, she sees in us. Venue, yeah, as an NTC, any management, any board, I agree. TB issue this season no early on sports day. Now, I know a first choice. An alternative venue, a crash sports day. Now, I'm on for work. I am saying, what top for New Year? Legon for no man, pay you pass what they say. And I'm saying, grass, I was so young with you, the first 4 or 5 matches, 4 matches, you're only sure say very ready am I. But if you are very ready. In terms of feel high ready, you call you go. If you ever stress supporters, and you say, if you know you, your bobo are class for stadium and Kuyi in the equally on that. She's in a session, a session, and thank you, boy, matches. Legon, the entire equally gone, no factors will be. Mia, The ball here, you ball again is still anymore. I know you see a for 1 million. Say I no can buy the buy. That 1 million the my other teams in the more, but yen has a fool. And yeah, my it's in the age we can say it's cover. Do it, because last year, boy, anyway. Wohwɛ bɔɔl has of folk na wohwɛ wobɛn team no sɛnea yɛn yɛtumi bɛn team no na yɛkyerɛw team no finances na yɛkyerɛw team no expenditure na wohwɛ deɛ a yɛbɔ bɔɔl Accra Sports Stadium a sɛnea nneɛma si kɔ so a though we say the supporters don't actually master because of so many factors but aside that wohwɛ revenue a free gate that was stadium Accra Sports Stadium. And what I'm saying is analysis. I know your ball cut free. You are not in the number gross in the number 500.
Happy FM 98.9.
But the city is in as you see, you know, 200. But
118,000. Sika ba has ono. I think 118,000.
And I'm making it's sky in a new 200,000. Meanwhile, gross in our stadium 510,000. That one your ball Accra for your ball Legona. And you have 510 and KBA. Yeah, boka umpa, yeah, 200,000. But I can never hear. So, yes, sir, and your money in you said, Simono is really in terms of finances. Because the team was maybe we had 3 teams in the Aras, in the Royal Oaks, in the team, spending with team no salary nadia. There's every month if you are team no your mocha crown nearly 800 to 900,000 a month. So to sustain it and everything, I was here payment in our boy to register their boy. And we think say moving to Legon or ever boy. The best supporters. This is the time you know and also by better team. Na team no is we chase big at the boy. Though a very good yes say I say the best so I phobia for life in now young supporters need any more my supporters it will contribute to the sustenance and finances of this club because Sebi Bobo Kwa your my team your my technical team your member and cry is it your Aras your Royal Oaks your Oaks FC and your man and there's always in 4 teams as our 4 teams in the bomb hooker as an secretary to Pama. It is Casamono, no Queen eliminated. The obey team without him said, Eddie, Nana supporters, brass was saying a boy. Na Bobu. If you want to be competitive, send a bear, you will actually see that is the most important thing. Your colleague, your best supporters, Omombra, Ubia Mraligon, na moment I think let's see. You say anyone assistant. Last year, your boy, your match I think that we only lost 1 match. That was against Gold Stars. So we are hoping they're going to be kind to us as so supporters, you know, and so we're buying them.
So move free Accra no akọ Legon no footballing reasons in kwa nneɛma bebree a wabobɔ si but supporters ni bi nso sɛ mo de the soul and the spirit of the club ɛwɔ Accra Sports Stadium no ɛno na mo yi de akɔ Legon yi ɛnkɔ ha team no deɛ along the line.
Yeah, soul and the spirit of the club no any day. So and the spirit of the club no Accra.
Mo successes are
Accra Sports Stadium the boy matches are.
Mo successes are manya nyina munya wa Accra Sports Stadium.
No correct. No correct. Go cancer we do no correct. We need to House of Folk supporters in us. Say the new successes so but you do really o consider nneɛma bebree in taking certain decisions. So success never na so no send your open wo na club no finances na nyama bi equity I'm say and I think akamai and I would say put ourselves in the shoes of the board anyway more able to know for now and no credit but we think so we can also build the same grounds name that we know Lagos was because the last season it was good for us and we think that apart from financial considerations football right now we think everything about
we there lastly no me nyinya report bi say enche bia has ebenya new CEO what be
main TV but I mean if you ask me my candid opinion no House of Hope for now is not about the CEO because there are certain things that we feel say even now I'm on board near me you can bring the best CEO so about emphasis. So I'm not sure changing the CEO will change the fortunes of this. That is not what I believe. So I mean it's it, but that is not where my focus is. My focus is supporters. If we say brass say the fair near boy team no. My team need to meet so I think that's the most important thing. I'm not sure changing of personnel I want to get will change the fortunes of this. That for me that is my
but say the new CEO ne ba as a year supporters leadership some mo be supporting it there
OBIBA, we don't take decisions for us. The board make decisions for us. And anytime, if there are some of the decisions, I'm going to consult the NCC. But in terms of employing staff,
no but every Kobe Mipacho every CEO or Bebebia will need the support from the leadership of the club and by extension the supporters enti mi busa say oba as leadership mo be supporting ana
and I make sure say supporters sebi I say akwada owofi na ne papa akwa abonje no wawo na ode afa na befi obofia so nya no it will be a baby and a player whoever comes to the club will support you but me will be Samia my candid opinion is not about changing you and actually way that will solve our problem. That is my personal opinion. I'm not sure because I see with it be about
mudi biaba na
expert for you now but it hasn't changed much and so I think the problem of the club is not about CEO. If you ask me, that is my candid assessment. It's not about CEO. It's about what I say, because you can bring the best CEO. Say environmentally here conducive. So what I say. So that is my personal opinion. It's not about CEO.
Enti obi obebe bia ehia conducive atmosphere ewo ho ansan na watimi aye adwuma na atmosphere wo ho say ya no is it conducive enough for the club?
The American say obi obebe bia no you will need the support of everybody. Oh, but what I say, that is the conducive atmosphere I'm talking about. But candidly, I'm not sure. Say, you change CEO layer, our fortunes will change. I'm not sure. You sure say layer confess you for bar, which we have with Yaska, Eddie Abraham, Eddie team. That is my personal opinion. So as part of our NCC, whoever comes, say we don't make the decision. Board don't make the decisions. We support whoever comes. But media, who be Samia? My personal opinion is not about changing the player. It's about creating the right environment for coach right. That's the most important.
And say the CEO no beba ne direction and in leadership important because yenim say sika ne de yenim ba bia house sika no efiri a edeba but ube hia obi nso a ono nso wo sa muzzle na ono nso betimi de attract other avenues and also the revenue beba. So the obeba the caliber of onipa obeba no the leadership and in the network and so and also who here.
Me a marketing person.
Inimpa.
To understand marketing very well. Any company be anyone best or so this kind of on certain things to retain. They say we are now coming to build data for the club. Club need data. What I say.
You need a very capable CEO to do that.
Maybe make sure that you know when I was speaking, my catcher was saying we are working on phobia for life. Not him.
You need the direction of the CEO for Sadiana Mobile. It's a very good initiative. Kotoko aye ebomo. But you need somebody obetimi lead this Sadiano.
My main case, I'm sure. Before the Kotoko census, that was Frederick Moore's time. We had a meeting as an NCC, then led by the chairman, every Semanese. Yene Christopher Damenya led the NCC of Kotoko. We met at press office. And we had a very common agenda to build data. It's the opportunity and you're doing how the two teams are mobile or media, and that is where the issue about almost census and the buy. Yeah, when the phobia for life came, after that meeting, negotiation and what we did with your friend is saying, that was Frederick Moore's time. So more it's here, give you a year crown. Yeah, phobia for life, not could even say because of consensus. So I shall say. You see, in that case, we will say Frederick Moore, Wanyadiana, because he doesn't take majority of the decisions. The decisions will come from the board. So was anything.
Sure.
And the reason why Yensus and NCC, to me, I'm active in Sanyamano. And they say, it boils down to, consensus now. The NCC has a quota that the club gives for them because someone ever supporters mobilization.
Sure.
So if you don't give us a percentage as an NCC, it's coming advice because what it means is that now you can say organizing chapters, they are reduced. They are saying supporters now someone saying monthly dues that will support the club. Oh, it's your honor. A film kaka but we are hoping say with our new NCC and with the board, we have started discussing with them. We are hoping that this time around things will change. So when it comes to some of these things, it's not about the CEO. The law is here. I'm not sure that it's about him. It's not. Yeah, it's not about CEO. The majority of the decisions is made by the board because the board is the next, steer of the company. I'm gonna take decisions. And that is what I'm saying. That's why I'm still insisting. It's not about the personnel. It's about the environment.
It's about the environment. Kobe, young fancy Nampacho, Alan, Equa, Waja, and you may bet me a shiatana baby.
So, every child, every
Medase, no, Mr. Mfojo said, na Alan, Efreno, no. Kobe Jones, Duduona, ye freno. The Dina Nkasa Eddie Jones Asante Mfojo Duduona friend Kobe Jones no and so oye PR ma house for omo supporters nyina ene na kasa hu say Mr. Mfojo waboto isan say Alan Green the researcher George Mahama eja ye ho eko enti eno nso no Jesse ma yenko hu na yemra ye ba na afi my comra emre no enti yes there be you dey ba ebetimi aye enti ma ohan bofo metenase na yenko eye Afcon countdown no 2026 2025 Afcon countdown no Blasters eni ho bidie eno nkire se tournament no enkoso tournament ne de ebekoso pa enti yenkwe bright. Aka 24 days. Aka 23 days. Now AFCON 2025 Ashasia Ewo Morocco. Opening game no Ewo Rabat wo. We air the official anthem. Ye de bedi asapa. Ye ko ne ye ko club a enyu we ombebo wo ho. Ye ko mox a ombebo ewo ho. Baby e be ko bia ombebo sa enyum ewo ho. Sa bredi de ne mre aso. The new king on the blog. Bright yaw adom ohan bofo minua koi.
Yami adoma na ye say NTV na ye say AFCON 2025 Basel Morocco atum say bibia so honum. Now we the 35th edition of AFCON Chassis way back 1957. Now nyame adoma next month openima da toso adunu ba kokosi next year opepon da toso du otwe na AFCON no abane na now to start here mo countdown so happy 98.9 FM still one of high for them guso me di me here the AFCON countdown so bon so hase na wonim say na hwe country a wetime win matches pa AFCON mu na wo hwe the nice wo hwe Egypt form any country AFCON no ba say AFCON pa dia okọ finals ye pa any points that we make na Egypt for etima ball 111 games and so na Cote d'Ivoire etosu nyenu mo etima ball 106 games. Ghana etosu nyenu so etima ball 105 games and after Nigeria and so etima ball 104 games. That means say any countries are say ba say be country mo boy centenary games dia na say dia Egypt, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana and Nigeria are over 100 games and so honum. Now him say Egypt and so about the second country wetin winning matches power AFCON media na so no also na dikan wetin winning 60 games as 175 goals that considering 97 goals no wetin make 204 points out him say yes adia on so out my bono no papa Nigeria so etosu mienu a wetimi ahye 146 goals we winning 57 games and after we consider 95 goals also wetimi making 195 points so Ghana etosu miensa Ghana so etimi winning 54 games ahye 138 goals I consider 93 goals and wetimi making 185 points so AFCON na say Ivory Coast so Etime winning 48 games as 152 goals. I consider 111 goals and I think so. Points Etime make AFCON national 174 points. I win soon the way I know in second so AFCON ball started say about way back 1957. I am adma I can say this year December 21 now started and the 35th edition it goes to the countdown on Brown. So I say and then OBIBA no man who AFCON countdown to be a TFO now. Happy 98.9.
Red and green, so
we are ready, we can't wait. Feel the fire tonight. Eno AFCON countdown. Ma yena ohan bofo bright ya wadoma se. excellently no we deliver ni ye ye dane ya woni ye ba ye de amano ne nsem ebro twen ye ba
Chemo, Charlie, he hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, since you show me to soccer bet, and they see grains, talking of good cash out, fast payout, high odds, and total odds accumulation. Bro, it they go on for this side. Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that. Bro, soccer bet they do the most. Then my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose.
SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games, and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Get the best of everything. Yeah, Titi Swo. Say who? Hisense Black Friday no. 3 days to pay. Everything 27th November. I copy 29th November. Sa Black Friday ya ebe. Invest to a home electronics papemu. Ya be chama wo. Metre Hisense papa no. Ya ne boda phone boko no. Ya entry nyinam kania. Kai say Hisense kwa na 5 years manufacturer defect warranty. Just half a decade. Hisense appliances. Emma was some GA. Everything 27th November. I copy 29th November. Ko Hisense showroom bia na che woni so ade. Ya tete su say who eye papa e che na ne boda form. We no share kaka wo. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. Hisense Black Friday promo.
Amra song quick ones out bright Ghana's 5-star millionaire. Today be Friday. Osimini ya no Brahima. Mokonga. Obien to biafo. But ye the TF to pa. Generational talent. Yes, you was a flying veteran fa. Or payment pim. In Bebrebe FIFA Under 17 World Cup Grand Finale. One NRG. UEFA Europa League. Matches in Bebrebe Cheguye. Top 5 European leagues no. Ebertwaso. Wine in Asia wine. Contento. Novant Otto. Ponto Nove. Not just say happy 98.9. All right, in Tampa, so young chance I'm gonna say free Europa League matches are and Jade and also Echekuye. Now say and a results ni be equania dia. Ball Bokwa or also Jefferson Rangers Etrefie and a Sporting Braga Equity and day 1-1 Elho Samsung Maccabi Tel Aviv Etrefie ma Olympic Lyonnais Echo bonus 6-0 Nottingham Forest Echi Malmo FF Ebon 3-0 Elho Go Ahead Eagles Etrefie ma Stuttgart Echo bonus 4-0 Servina Zvezda Etrefie Echi FCS Bucharesti Ebon 1-0 Elho no more so Epribia went to me ante Elho Bologna and Salzburg game no Echo ente 4-1 in favor of Bologna. Betis and so Echi Utrecht Ebon 2-1 Elho no man asa game no so na no papa FC Porto Echi OJC Nice Ebon 3-0 Aston Villa Bobokono Echi Young Boys Esibamo Mekano Emieno ama Young Boys for and so etimi bako Elho na Unai Emery a manager Arema Aston Villa Bobokono yebisa ne say game no ekọ san ono si oh no kranie omo dominate game ni ye pa ejina Young Boys for no so echram say yes omo ye young ampa omo chram se na omo fa so abobo no Elho na o se na a good game pa na mom win de omo deserve pa na omo to aso win we abai ɔmbɛto aso no efem pono ɔma bɔ adwuma wadre ɛde ama Aston Villa Boboko no Unai Emery in coma or the two journey.
And we dominate. We took the advantage in the result, and we deserve it. Even playing like we played, maybe score more goals. But sometimes we were relaxing a little bit. We were not ruthless in the moment we needed. And Young Boys, they have good players. They are good team, and they are not giving up. And they scored one goal, and of course, the last minute, more or less, we continued dominating the match, and we didn't concede a lot. But with the result we had the first half, normally we must be more ruthless and aggressive the second half to close the match. And we remember last year we needed in Champions League to get top 8. We needed goals advantage, and as well as our objective, is our target to try to win and to get goals in case we will need.
We are in coma Unai Emery manager Erema Aston Villa Boboko and so two Janana pay ya ball na also what to be ho na Bemwa Pakwandra o Johnson sign so Danny Wedi ewa kwenya say na so Erema Villa Boboko no eya Bemwa yefen Amadu Onana in fact Bemwa no Danny Wedi ye pa ewa game no mo ne bopere right after the game and ye bi say nay Aston Villa Boboko no mo 5 games Europa League no mo win 4 celebration and say now we are serious there. Celebration bang, then ye wini you. No mum, and couldn't be no mudine dear, ne fekwa, ho, no mum, or metwaso, I improve this and Yama Befa at the Ama Villa Bobukuno.
I didn't know that, but I think there's nothing to celebrate yet. I think we haven't done anything yet, haven't won anything yet. Obviously, it's a beautiful result at home, even though we could have scored a little bit more, but we'll take it, try and improve for the next game.
We are a kakra papa na sa be ma yefe na Amadu Onana and so are two joy midfielder Erema Aston Villa Boboko na and on pay ya kan wansem na won so what become apa ho yembu ya keteme na yenwe mokata ho and a FIFA under 17 World Cup no e course so endra and a grand finale no etwagu ye Portugal oman no and Austria and a de share so na one goal per and etimi epie mu e was that game no mo 32nd minute mark Inicio Cabral and enya the only goal of that particular game and Portugal for etimi agi kruwa edi esi omosre so ho and as that game no so overall best player and 24 Matheus made from Portugal ono erenya MVP no sa particular tournament ni ma yere wonsem ete ema kama pa ho na yebebu yaketemu akọ leagues ahodo a ejina 9 so over this weekend games ni bi ebetwagu na yebe hyase e free the English Premier League ni mo na say na matches ni bi ebekọ ho nyame adoma Saturday Man City and Leeds United and be with us so Everton and so etrefie na omane Newcastle United boboko no and so ahyehyɛ so dendendia adaje enimo ho Tottenham Hotspur etna new stadium ho na omni Fulham and so e dia weda so Thomas Frank manager adema Tottenham Hotspur boboko no ye bopini ne bi san se ne Randall Colomwani abepie mo Tottenham Hotspur kamia isa be mu no ne monomono wo soro bebrebe ye se ne link up play de wo soro pa ho ono se ampa ono ankasa de nani ato ahu se ampa abemu ano ne link up play de ejina nan so osisisi ane aka ne se obetimi ato aso aye ne sa e de ama Tottenham Hotspur boboko no.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was exciting. I think you can just see the three. I suppose the link-up play, there was the pressure, that was everything last night. I think the exciting thing was around the first goal, the way the header, the vision he had to head it back towards goal to Richie. His goal, how quick he reacted and saw it, and his finishing there. And then the third one where he's got through, showed that little bit of pace, got the ball with him, then just clinical in the finish. So now it's about doing that consistency every game. So that's the next step, but it was promising moves.
We are in Kakra Thomas Frank manager Tottenham Hotspur boboko no and so two dwa ho nyame adoma Sunday say na games no betwagu the English Premier League no mo Selhurst Park no Crystal Palace tenafie na omne Manchester United the aweda so West Ham United na London Olympic Stadium na omne Liverpool boboko no akochia yam ho 2:05 p.m. Sunday and as game no ebeko so I slot and ye bopin ne bi san say aye sisi aye na okase mprempren komo ben na ekoso e Liverpool boboko na kache ono se hwe kwaku ma menka nche komo dada na kwan e be fa so a fight improve on performance no eno a na da so kurekura mu e Anfield.
Yeah, we've had the same conversations as we've had since I'm here. And as I'm not sure if I said it last night, but we fight on and we try to improve. That's what we all try. But the conversations have been the same as they've been for the past 1.5 years.
Ein slot manager ma Liverpool boboko no ene yeto na ne nsem ho na aye na okrampo no bibi different ben na obetimi aye e de aboa Liverpool boboko no mprempren na okasai ono se hwe no kra ba ko pe edin pa edemano o si games krampo no uwini a still ese one access game no o draw ese one access uwini so ese one access but ono de kakra won ni se Liverpool for omo bobor ni nyina edu ba bi ese omo ho abaso a no makobobo na to atwene ho o se ni ade a e di Liverpool boboko no nya pa.
Nah, that's not so easy to say what kind of difference, but it's quite normal if you win or lose or draw that you reflect on a game. Which decisions have you made? What have you done during the week? All kind of usual things managers do if they win or lose. But maybe you do it a little bit more if you lose. You try to find the answer to what is needed to win a game of football. And in the end, it's about doing what this club is about, is keep fighting. And no matter how difficult it is, we have to fight together. But it would also be nice if we would reward ourselves in the moments we play well, because people are very focused and correctly about the parts we don't play well, but there are definitely large parts of the games where we do play well and where we do create a lot of chances, and we tend to forget to reward ourselves in those moments, and every small mistake or small error immediately leads to us conceding a goal, and that is a very bad cocktail to have.
We ene kakra ein slot enso edi piache edi mai na yebe jan mu krakra no na me si ein what ani papa bi a wa rent down nchen o mu ye aduane a o si obi anam tetre na tim ye be chi obi na mu nsiba mo 3 sa na ojeje hye ho ene mu krakra na no kra je 4 ho na aye uda utimi da no si hye untimi nda no se sa na tie da kra so we ni o lose or draw in pempi na ya untimi nda ye kra slot.
What do you think? No, not the best. Not completely poor. It wasn't as if I lie awake for the whole night. But although if we win, I don't sleep well also. So then there's probably a lot of adrenaline. And now there's a lot of thoughts going through your mind. But I had a few hours of sleep, enough to be able to be fresh again this morning.
We ene kakra ein slot and so ere papreche ho nyame ya doma game back when also ebeko so a eso ntakrache na nasa ebese no eso ntakrache pa game ebeko so e Stamford Bridge wa bra Chelsea etrafie na omene Arsenal enso e dia bani ho Yera studio hano na omo pre-match press conference no enye ready nti nyame adom e kina weekend sports no so no ye be bro so e dia ma kama na onso wahu de ko ene ne eba na two managers naka ahead of that game ye the one sem ente emau yentin tom kuma bi our the Italian Serie A with 13 games ebetwagu Juve and Cagliari Saturday 5 p.m. ekoso AC Milan ebetra Giuseppe Meazza San Siro na omne Lazio also at the away so Sunday Pisa and Inter Milan 2 p.m. ebetwagu AS Roma and so ebetra Olimpico na omne Società Sportiva Calcio Napoli Bobokono and so at the Ashisha so kama our the Italian Serie A animo our the Spanish La Liga EA Sports no we selected matches say and the new Spotify Camp Nou no Barcelona etnafie na omne Deportivo Alaves e de aweda so Levante ene Bilbao Atletico Madrid ene Real Oviedo Sunday 1 p.m. say ene be call Real Sociedad ene Villarreal e de be brani na fempo ni 8 p.m. no Girona ene Real Madrid and so e de ahihia so kama yada won sem e de emau away from football yenwura mu kakra e Formula 1 unim saka just 2 race na season no e kwa na wiye e ho top 3 no emwa dem papa elho Oscar Piastri mo elho Samson Lando Norris elho nom ena efempo Max Verstappen ja odifie chieba no ano hye papa ebekoso el kata nyame adoma Sunday 4 p.m. and as race no ebekoso kaina hye no so say a 57 lap race and also ebekoso kama elho na Max Verstappen and yabopene ne ebisa ne say nei say otimi ewura 2026 as a 5-time world champion
say and I feel no ebeko ono se no krenie na ni ba je papa if you say number 5 e was so che number 4 waje 4 dada 5 no e was so che 4 nti be na ahoahoa e be ne depa na so se wanwini dia ewiase ma na wie o ewiase ma na wie if you say race we cramp no Lando Norris no Oscar Piastri mo and o maye kwadada de nam ho sa la passer obi ba be say la passer sa na ka race we kwade nka nkomo wini dada but mistakes nkitinkichi omo ye no and na keeping in race no nti wanwini dia sheda hani bebre Max Verstappen
5 is better than 4. Listen, also if it doesn't happen, like it's not going to change my life. You know, like fine, great if I win another one, but we also have to be realistic. We are in this fight still because of other people's failures, not because of, if you look at the whole of a season, what we did. Yes, we did really well. We have really maximized pretty much all races. But if we would have been in the position of how dominant of a car they had, let's say like that, championship would have been over a long time ago.
We are kakra Max Verstappen and so at the two dry yada won sem at the ML yeni edi race na chi nyame adoma Sunday ye beto from biano Monday ye PMA ye fan kame happy 98.9 FM TFO nyina ye be gina we so na ye de amanone nsem na si na fimpo no de aka na to aso kama pa e de aman
Hey Kofi met me ama kanchema no aba be dane wo yire abra wutia just 1000 Ghana cedis me ya wane a
oyo obi oyi nkonya
wait see me a Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding 2026
sa dwumadie no a ye hoahoa wo se oye odehye niema koda ahoje bia kese na ye san ema manfo di wakire se de oye celebrity no
wetwa be fie dionini ene dia ka odo ho asema ya ka warefo bebrabom
sesi anu me de me mpra no miensa no ba
Debi Kofi oba baako be ma baako odo baako
Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding well love meet affordability our warrior on another level don't know
before registration forms Happy FM asalam down
so person so yasene a obetimi afrete te for homan 0244 906 235 and I say 0302 254 858 Mamenkai wo sense check akra wo
Mayana kwaku ansa Albright asese odien call amanone eba me hu se Mr Isaac Asempa aye post bi sese ye wo Facebook as usual very controversial character or say the last 8 meetings between Chelsea
don't misquote me read it don't misquote me
yes sir so
Lions and Highness
yes sir
to devour me
yes and then usro mu ebe diva ho
yes okano wankan ya
oh yes sir so okay this is what Mr Isaac Asempa posted here in 15 minutes ago was say in the last 10 Premier League games between Arsenal and Chelsea, Arsenal have won 7, drawn 2, with Chelsea managing just 1 win. No days and no peace. Mr. Isaac Asempa. Ebe repeat ana say omobeti omo for the first time.
Oh, it's not the first time, but the reality on the ground is that minim say prof atina krasi da yem de hwa na krasi na etina na
what na kura ben ase
oh he no tun busa me e wa ha ba me okay krasi na ja titi nyame adom na ode abakrum a ende yan so tun abakrum na so atina krasi da oh for the
tanyingbe ono ya nwrani enti ofri tanyingbe enti
man kana sam abo bi wo nwurem ye fe na sibe abo bi wo nwurem ye fe na sibe
enti enye din asibe ho asem na aka abo asibe no
yes abo bi wo nwurem ye fe na sibe meaning say prof onim sa abo ano abo bi ye fe na sibe
Happy FM
ono onko ni krum ye wo ne won kran enti onko ni krum enti odi enti mane
onim abo na fe na asibe no abo bia ni wiase pa ne frem chen abo asibe no ne frem ne ho ne de
okay
enti de bia no abo de 7 mpanyinfo we dem animu a and mpanyinfo kra mo nim aboa na sibe nta esibe no de bia no abode
eden man bode
no on the natural live abode
because no de ne
de nti ote se aban kra tia no wabode
wajem
na wajem nti de bia oda ye ya wabode esibe ukonremu a aboa bia kra to be funny bi no when the
sana say Chelsea aye
no Chelsea yes but Arsenal dey esibe no
oh okay.
Nti esibe ni a say sometimes sebe even goats any sheep ni kra o be la na ban so mpe no a chesi ne kakra
ba esibe die
ono pupu ni ti
ahaba ti ya
ti am tikikre won sa bodi aba na wada no wabode
okay
nti sana Arsenal aye Chelsea in recent times
okay
in even in
na modern baba
prince me sorry nkona we
kwam ya ba Jesse wa ha ye your guest in free US ono nso wa besra o town enti ye 1 minute nka me pese me ko Jesse wa no a Liverpool bo no Liverpool bi papa bi ni
it's important that
no bi papa bi ni wa be
it's important that
Liverpool
it's important that he says something about Liverpool. It's really important.
Okay, we na man 30 seconds.
Chelsea abeye Arsenal for SB. Even in Arsenal for difficult moments. Even in the year ye di 8th for minim say just away event say kwame be kaya
okay Arsenal supporter okay Arsenal game bia
yeah na di 8th no ya but just moment in a difficult moment ye di 8th that year just were 3rd or 4th ya born home and away 2 years ago that game ka hwe watch ban ha ekire ha
yes
na ye go put am catch Kelly say this game I even posted it on Facebook it's a drubbing, tamping, mauling of Chelsea. It will not be close. Papa Nusu 5-0. See, the machine that Mikel Arteta has built, and that one made to mind my message, man. The machine that Arteta has built, you may love or loathe Arsenal, but the reality on the ground is that Arteta has built a machine,
a winning machine.
When him say, "Bam for Emirates," you know. In all their conversations, they knew that they thought that they'll come to play against Mustafi and Metasaka Mo. They thought they'll come to play Senderos ni Johan Joru. Keran Gibbs ni Bellerin and now some Bebo. No, he thought they'll come to play against Metasaka ni Mustafi.
Yes, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Prince. Bra. Okay, says at the point, Socrates. You don't remember Socrates?
I'm sorry.
No, but what I'm saying are facts. You see, Socrates, National, into those times, you know. Now you're defender, you're for United, a friend of Sylvester, make us Sylvester. Arsenal both games, I can make sure Kufo, Hawaii Hotel, or make us an aquarium copa meeting. And war pass, only Messi, a man pass, and no man Messi war pass. Who war pass first other? Champions in Messi. That the message is for so. You're breathing, but today, at the point people are saying that Arsenal team are weak. I'm a small boys. I'm going to mentality. Today, nobody is able to say that. So today, who are the bullies? Who the Arsenal boy? Why don't I say bully Arsenal? Those times Arsenal Newcastle Shebi and Ambo talk for about 4 or 5 seasons ago. Newcastle share Shebi. Bully sa game no.
Now say 2 seasons ago, so Everton by Emirates, Aston Villa by Emirates by share.
No, I'm talking about bullying. No. Oh, that's it. Say Sadantin. No. Say Sadantin. Cry. Yeah, now the year that was supposed to win it, no. That year, Sadantin. That didn't work out. Oh, Refi, work out. Say. So I'm saying, so teams beating as it is. I'm not saying that no team can beat Arsenal, but I'm saying first, no, they will bully like I'm not holding ebe bully Arsenal. Into those times, I'm out for you. Arsenal and I'm holding and away. Me say it will do, baby. Drop back me that you say no, I shall go. Or tell no, I shall go. Or do you flick? You say, or Coca Nabo Bonache. No more striker friend Diego Costa, Chelsea. They were just, but today, I just built a machine to the extent that as they could go against an impregnable Bayern side. Piero Nkapie has played against Tottenham and has done well. Piero Nkapie. No, now I think I said no, my Mosquera and Kobo. Me have never doubted Mosquera.
The bravado.
Me have never doubted him that. Not see my Louis Kelly in Kobo. Even though Louis Kelly didn't have a good day, I don't think he's a bad player. But when Calafiori came, Oli said, "Oh, Sakura, first start, go." No. Let me talk about the Chelsea in just 30 seconds. Sure. We will obliterate Chelsea on Sunday. The kind of footballer Arsenal airball and then, oh Prince, oh. The kind of footballer Arsenal airball and then.
She said the Jesse a said the Ocasano when Yanka Liverpool now Konuzu come here.
Prince, bro, now 20 years we win Premier League.
Season with the movie.
And you know, I for say Arsenal who Arsenal is the most hated team. And it's the most hated team across. And I for say the reason is that you get and I'm saying now with you. Crack now this year. You win Champions League, we need you not double way. Because I'm saying we need quintuple. But you don't say you quadruple now. Now me try Kuma. And born now year born. If the football goals are fair this year, we are playing the season without any recognized striker. Your strikers in your Pra, Kai Havertz, a Pra, Jokeres, a Pra, Gabriel Jesus, a Pra. We are playing the league without a recognized our best player. Prior to injury was Gabriel injured.
Mr.
Mosquera, small boy, I've already 21. Mosquera, when we bought was 20 years. Small boy. We see, or the Hurricane, or Nishan Buto. We see, Saliba HSC Hurricane now come upon. Did you watch the game? You need Brad Brain. When I see Chelsea, I say Barcelona team way. I mean, I say, no, I'm not in here. In Kaiba revenge, the Messi with the it's just a team.
Yes, sorry, and no,
see now what and
Isaac Asempa. Sorry, me guest. Kweku ewua emetena baby out no kweku. Tenahama me. Kweku say ebe country yana. Wa be de say ebe country ye de be friend o de tenase. And ye be ka American tree pa. Ewa na bibia aye kama. Jesse 30 seconds then I become about Liverpool say a full blown crisis. Me catch wa 2 weeks ago say is turning to be in fact embarrassment and disaster. 3 weeks ago. Say a disaster, full blown disaster, Jesse.
No, it's not a disaster. Absolutely not a disaster. What has happened is this, and I think a lot of people are beginning to speculate. Say, Coach Robeko. Look. No. I mean, that's not the DNA of Liverpool. We are not noted for. We are not Chelsea. We are not Real Madrid.
No, but any defeat again at Anfield, that would be his end.
No. I'm saying what I'm saying is that there's absolutely no reason why the defeat will continue. But bottom line is that the coach is not going anywhere. Now, why is he not going anywhere? Why is he not going anywhere? He's not going anywhere because of what he did last season. And last season, at what Liverpool is going through now, if they had gone through last season, nobody will have a problem. The point is that people are having problems because this coach came and at the first time of asking, he won the league. Mm-hmm. But that's also buying him a lot of money or buying him a lot of credit in the bank. Because, look, let's be honest. Last season, the spine of the team was working. Alisson, and especially the senior guys, Alisson, Virgil van Dijk, Ryan Gravenberch, and Mohamed Salah, most importantly. This season, all these players I've mentioned, they have been off color. Mohamed Salah's goals are no longer coming. They've dried up. Virgil van Dijk is a pale shadow of himself. Ryan Gravenberch, Nkoyi. Fact is, on those bases, how do you blame the coach? How do you blame the coach?
On a training, on a selected match days.
But I'm saying that when the player is off color, You have to, you see, a lot of things has to be, put into consideration.
98.9.
And therefore, you see, and the fact say, because he got the team and last week, so Kudu was like club team not the winner, and I think that position that position is really unfair. It's unfair because at least Yeti Salah last season, or see Onwa coach in Oko Kacha and say, so defensive duties no the man no. Only free or no man any more offensive. Sebeya, the ball now, he will always be ahead. And the coach agreed. So obviously something happened. So I'm saying that, look, as a Liverpool fan, as an ordinary fan, I will say the coach should go. But when you are sitting, when you are a Michael Edwards or a Richard Hughes, you can't ask the coach to go. You can't behave like a fan. So a lot of things, and basically the DNA of Liverpool is that we give our coaches time. And of course, the truth of the matter and the other fact of the matter is that the coach has got to stop the bleeding. As for that, the bleeding has to stop. Bleeding has to stop so that, okay, we are no longer losing, we are drawing, we are winning some games. That's Sana. I will read the Manchester United for Olusi Bakwara. We winning me, no draw back be not or the buy time. Bottom line, and that's the kind of attitude that Ancelotti has got to do. But if the losing keeps on happening, then
especially at Anfield.
Anfield, the any day.
There's no way PSV bet me about Liverpool.
Yeah, but
4 goals at Anfield.
And that's a mark
Nottingham
of a team.
Forest.
That's a mark of Nottingham Forest. Last season, last season.
It was 1-0.
But and this is almost improved by 3-0. Almost improved by 2. I'm saying that. I think we are making kind. I'm not a happy man, but I'm saying that at the end of the day, last season, sa coach ni players no this high excitement in buy. So what has to happen is that the coach has got to quickly find a solution to it, and he together with the people at the top, they've got to, because remember, Ancelotti on your manager or your coach. Contract not signing on your manager or your coach.
There's no distinction really.
There's a distinction.
No,
there is.
There's not.
There's a distinction. It's important.
Okay,
so,
Kofi, Yemfensi on Liverpool.
Well,
Yemfensi on Liverpool. I don't media minyaya kekosu see.
Na say your Amorim is not doing any better. So do I
minyaya anka ekosu see.
I'm saying that it's not like Liverpool failing. Manchester United are doing anything better.
Okay, so that would help Arsenal. Arsenal here passing any other
Arsenal
club. The defeat
last season
and all that.
Last season, Arsenal picking them. You.
Oh, okay.
Picking them.
But they say who the 11th, so you are not catching up. So let it go.
No. I'm saying that picking them.
Yeah.
Na asempa kasa na okano January, February, March that is
a fallacy. Sure, okay, it's it's okay.
Messi picking them picking no dey picking them na hwani
Mate eno Jesse Kofi Amponsa yenko na Kwame Jumo Agima ewa ha Kwame Yebedin komo minimum so ya Arsenal fan by Yebedin komo ba yewo guest ewa ha yenua free United States of America eno abeka ye ho ewa ha na one sport one continent, a feature documentary by 54 kingdoms, more than a goal. How does one man rally an entire continent? The answer lies in the beautiful game of football. Kwekuwa Memo Akwaba Ediba Happy 98.9 FM. Bibi Abokode. Na oba Ghana ekosen.
Oh, Okoye Sagana dear. If you any fee.
Na oba wanya benkubi ni nkwan.
Oh, the debia to you.
What the fufu?
Oh, ben fufu de minyende, but
what be 2 weeks in uni fufu?
1 week. My 2 weeks. You are right.
2 weeks. What about 2 weeks? Uni fufu. And unya joint to be a pon I made over joint to be no
you save you for the last dance.
Oh, okay. Okay. But why 54 kingdoms?
Why not 54 kingdoms?
So that's the continent of Africa.
Exactly. Exactly. And we believe in the whole Pan-African movement and the unification of the African continent to serve the continent in a better space.
And the documentary way is centered around Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes, the one and only.
Happy FM,
and the inspiration,
$98.9.
Your inspiration for Pan-Africanism and all that, Ifri.
I think, sir, that comes from, being humble students of African history and appreciating African history. That's where the passion comes from. And Obia Weshian history, African history, Bia Asono, Weshian Nkrumah Kakra. And the more you get into who the man was, his vision, his passion, it only inspires you to also look at things from a different perspective. See, that's where the inspiration comes from. Yeah.
But how do you then link that to football?
Well, Nkrumah did a lot in football. That's the problem. The problem is it's now well documented what Nkrumah did in the football space. And that's why we are doing our best to bring that story to the forefront. Nkrumah is a man of many hats, and his dealings in the political arena is well documented. But there are also definitely a lot of different things that Nkrumah did that, unfortunately, the political aspect overlooked those things. And I think football is one of them because everything was happening at the same time when he was pushing this idea of African unity, bringing all the political leaders to Accra, to Addis Ababa, So a lot of that overshadowed what was happening in football at that time. Ghana did a lot from 1957 all the way to 1966 when Nkrumah was in power, from, winning back-to-back championships in AFCON 1963, 1965. Black Stars become the first sub-Saharan African country to go to the Olympics in 1964. We also toured
Happy FM,
Eastern Europe in the summer of 1961. I think we did 12 matches in Eastern Europe. This is all Nkrumah's way of telling the world that the black man, when given a chance, is capable of managing his own affairs and can compete on the world stage. And Ghana did that. 1962, we played Real Madrid in Accra. So, yeah.
But why the title More Than a Goal?
Because it was. For Nkrumah, football was not just about scoring. It was a vehicle to push his agenda. It was a way of bringing us together. You have to understand, Nkrumah gets in power in 1957. We gain our independence. Things are still running through the whole colonial system, right? But he wants to basically help us achieve our own African personality and identity. And he was looking for real examples to do that. So when Stanley Matthews came and played exhibition matches, playing for Hearts of Oak and all that, Nkrumah saw what football can do, because you see all people. At that point, it wasn't even if you were Ashanti, Fanti, Ewe. Football became a universal sort of unifier. So when he saw that, he knew there was something powerful there. And that's what he did. He took that opportunity to
galvanize a lot around football, and the Black Stars really became very important on the continent. You know, when neighboring countries will gain their independence, they will invite the Black Stars. The Black Stars became an example of what African football looked like and what it should look like. And so all these things, I think, are very important. We haven't done a very good job documenting some of these things for educational purposes, for historical preservation purposes. And we feel like maybe this documentary could be a step in the right direction. You know?
And documentary, of course, say can Dr. Nkrumah ho asem dia most importantly, say unya obi from the Nkrumah family, the immediate family.
Yes.
Wana na mone na kasa ewo ho.
Oh, Nyame Adom, Samia has been very good to us. So Samia is in the documentary, and that's the only person that's unfortunately in the documentary right now, yeah, from the Nkrumah sort of lineage.
And more approach, with this project.
Yes.
The initial way was what?
It's exciting.
Because you do the script, you would want to contact and reach or just script for the first time, and the response was what?
Samia is busy. So you don't...
Very busy.
Very, very busy. And rightfully so, right? Because she's involved in a lot of things, and I'm sure everybody who loves Nkrumah or wants to do something on Nkrumah is always reaching out to her. So it wasn't like an immediate, let's do it kind of situation. But, we gave her the time to absorb everything. I think the Samia piece is what took quite a long time to get that interview done. But eventually, when her and I were able to speak, and I pitched the idea and the vision and all of that, she understood where we were coming from. For her, it's a good... She wants to make sure that anything that's been done about her father is being represented well. And I think rightfully so. You want to make sure that we are telling the story the right way and being authentic. And so, Yanene Kasai, eventually she came on board, and as they say, the rest is history. Yeah.
I know, sir, per what I've read about the project, the Maestro Abedi part of the project.
Yes, Maestro is involved.
Reverend Osei Kofi is part of the project.
Absolutely.
Osofu Kofi Paris is part of the project.
Yes.
How were you able to gather all these people for them to buy into the idea of this project?
Uma misika mekabibiacha. Ucheme one CD I think it's,
Or is it because it's Osajifo?
No, not necessarily. Because if it was because of Osajifo, I'll be very candid. If it was because of Osajifo, we should have some good funding right now. We should have some people who love Osajifo to the point where they will be willing to put money up for a documentary like this. But that's the problem with what we have in a society. I feel like when it comes to the Osajifo, everybody clinges on to the name. But not too many people are willing to do something like this. I think what really inspired these legends to come on board was the fact that this project is being carried by young people. People who weren't even born at that time. Right?
Yeah.
And when you are dealing with people of that caliber, it's all about being authentic and being yourself. The way you approach people and talk to them at the project. I was here in 2023 when we were going through our recruitment phase, and I made time to go pay homage to all these people, not the maestro, but some of the people involved in the project. And it was just like talking to, respectfully, talking to like my grandpa, the stories, and just having a space to just talk before I even approached them with the project. I went to say thank you, I went to say hello, I went to say, well, Kofi, and say, Kofi, and say, Koboko. So that's how it is. We built a genuine sort of relationship with these people, and it's been like that since the project started, and I hope to continue to build relationship with them even after the project is completed and it's out in the space. If God will and everything goes as planned, there are definitely a lot of great things that I believe we can do together with the people that are involved in the project.
So we know, sir. So let's come to the project itself.
Yes.
Sir, December 2025, the official trailer launch would happen. How is that shaping up?
Oh, it's shaping out to be really, really good. Let me use this opportunity to thank our production team. Those guys have been amazing. WB Group, Eko Barnes, William, Nana Sumeni, and then Kwesi Boche from RTR. It's just basically a collective of young creatives coming together to tell the story. And upon our last meeting, since I've been in town, we've had several meetings, direction-wise for the trailer, things that we want to see happening and all that. And it's great. I mean, we're working on it. We want to launch it around AFCON.
Yeah.
Even though Ghana is now playing or didn't qualify for AFCON, I think there's an opportunity, since it's football season, to let people know that something like this is on the horizon and it will be available around the World Cup next year.
And I like the fact that I know, sir, some of the production guys are based home.
All the production guys are.
They are all based here.
Yeah.
But you and your partner,
yeah.
I know, sir, you are not doing this alone.
No,
you are doing with your partner.
Let me mention his name because he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah, I want you to.
Mr. Poku, Nana Poku.
Nana Poku, yeah. So Nana Poku, baby, I will be a big shout out going out to you.
Yes, that's the boss.
And I know, sir, more person more tying with World Cup.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you guys, Blasters will be at the Mundia in the US. That's where more person will launch a documentary, proper.
Yes.
Money ministry, any F, any discussions be.
Well, I mean, we're in discussions with the ministry, not the FA.
Okay.
But the ministry, yes. The ministry has our proposal. The Honorable has acknowledged it, and he has instructed for a potential meeting before I leave. So we thank the ministry for at least looking in our direction. Obviously, I was with the maestro on Tuesday, but then I didn't know he was also being sworn in that same day as an advisor.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a very interesting coincidence. So the universe is working somehow, yeah.
Project will be saying, earlier on, talking about funding.
Yes.
Who is funding this project? This is huge. This is Osajefo. This is Ghana's first president.
That's what I keep saying to you is, sometimes you have to start something to really understand the landscape of how things usually work. I mean, to be honest, this is a majority self-funded project. We do have a grassroots backing, so we are raising funds through like crowdfunding, right?
Okay.
So people who on our socials, and love what we're trying to do are supporting us. So maybe that's about 10-15% of everything, and then everything else is out of the 54 Kingdoms camp. We believe in the story that we are telling. We believe that it goes beyond just the arena of football, but in the educational space, in the storytelling space, in the filmmaking space, in the sports space. It's a reference point, and for us, the return on investment is actually our return on impact. If we can create something that can inspire generations to come, can be a reference point for future storytellers, then I think we have done our job. But yeah, I think a lot of organizations who believe in the Nkrumah mantra should also look our way for potential partnerships and for potential collaborations, to see how we can all come together to give this a proper, solid foundation, not just from a Ghanaian perspective, but continentally and globally. Yeah.
Good. And funding it, you only a partner Nana Poku.
Yeah.
And
for the most part,
for
yes.
most part, and young man more cash pa.
Oh, cash in the be brainy ho. But when you've been You know, this project actually, it has it's been a project that's taken quite a while to get here, you know.
Okay.
It didn't start like 2 years ago. You know, for a decade we've been collecting and researching and
for a decade,
yeah,
10
yeah.
years.
So 54 Kingdoms actually, we started doing World Cup collections starting in 2010.
Okay, South Africa.
Yes. And all our principles in design are based on Nkrumah's involvement in football. So we have, from 2010 all the way to 2022 World Cup, we launched 4 different collections that really speaks about this whole project. And so right after 2022, we are done, and we are saying, okay, now let's tell the story in a film format. So if you want to trace it from that angle, it's been a project that's been in existence or being worked on gradually for almost a decade, and I think this is the right time to,
When you guys met, Professor P.L.O. Lumumba, then no can find Nkrumah.
Oh man, you know, PLO is a very, very intelligent soul, and the project is streamlined in a way that we have people speaking on certain things
specifically. Okay.
So if it's football, you have players, the iconic players like the Maestro or Reverend Kofi Parry talking about that. Reverend Kofi Parry, Reverend Osei Kofi were all playing for the Black Stars during Nkrumah's era. Very important, obviously. And so then you go to the historical context piece. You know, you have the likes of the PLO Lumumbas, you have the likes of Anoche Frimpong, speaking about some of the things that were happening politically around that time, tying that into the football space. From a journalistic standpoint, the late Joe Latte, obviously, is in the documentary. Fifi Anaman, Veronica Kome.
Great guy, Fifi.
Yeah,
Vero,
Fifi is a
wonderful soul. Miami Miaba, Vero.
Yeah. So you have some of these, you know, so a blend of the young and the old. Similar to the project. You know, we're looking at the past, tying that to the present and in the future. So PLO is someone that you just have to be around to appreciate the aura. I was in Kenya for that interview.
Okay.
And I was speechless the whole time.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's a very good project on your website. First, I know this is not your first major project, but this is huge for...
This is our legacy work. I would like to say that. Yeah, this is our legacy work because it didn't just come out of nowhere. It was born out of something. And that something was the 2010 World Cup. Okay. That's when we made that foreseeable vision that, okay, if we start this journey, this is how it's going to end.
Until now, 2010 World Cup, and Asamoah MXA, sa penalty.
Yeah, but when people say that, I always say, you know, we have to be mindful of how we talk about that penalty. You know, I've played the game myself, now on the highest level, but I love the game and I play the game. You know, penalty shootouts are not, so it's not the easiest thing to do, right? And that moment was big for him. He's a hero in my eyes. I've never criticized him, not once, not twice. Of course it hurts. That's the point of the game. Someone has to lose, somebody has to win. It hurts, yeah, of course. I mean, they be like, man, I wish, you know. But the legend, Asamoah, is always going to be one of the greatest players we ever had. I don't think that's a deck on his reputation. People have missed penalties. Messi misses penalties, Ronaldo misses penalties, so he's no different. But I also feel like we should give him a lot of credit because that was a very big moment for him. And to stand there and do his best. So, yeah, much love to Asamoah Gyan, the legend, and you know, we talk about him a little bit in the documentary.
So, yeah. Of course. Untiminka Ghana at the World Cup.
No.
And football without the Ulemonko.
The greatest Jama master as well.
Yes. Kweku, me perceive and interview.
No problem.
Who free Ghana da ben?
Oh, Nyame Adoma next week.
Next week.
Okay.
The penalty I watch an interview. The new New York mayor.
Yes.
All come about that interview. All come about that penalty.
Yeah.
Samuel Jan missed that penalty, and that was the first time he cried in public.
It was tough.
Yes, very, very tough. Me who okwanya me fa so kofi.
Yeah.
Said that very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Jesse,
can we find out about how whether the documentary addresses the issue of how Nkrumah used football to sell our culture, and looking into the future, what we can use football to do. These days it's not only about culture; it's about using it to address matters of
course,
poverty and all those things.
Yeah,
inequality and all that.
Yeah, and that's every sport, right? I think. When you have an avenue that you can use to create change, that's not just football. It can be hockey. It could be anything. If you have a platform and you have a voice, a particular platform that you can use, a vehicle that you have to create change in society, that's what you do. And I think, like you said, rightfully so, we talk about what the Ghanaian style of football even did for the continent, and it was really selling Ghanaian heritage, Ghanaian style of playing, giving like a new view of how Africans can play on the global stage and all of that. And I think, what basically at the end is like, what can we learn from our golden era that we can apply to today's, generation, right? And I think that's another important piece is, during Nkrumah's overthrow, it looks like we threw away everything. Because the man was overthrown. But a good idea is a good idea. Humans are going to be humans. People think because you love Nkrumah, then you think he was a saint. We don't think that. Actually, if you love Nkrumah, then you should know his mistakes, where he fell short, things that he could have done. But I mean, he talked about it himself when he goes to Guinea-Conakry after, when he writes letters from Conakry, Guinea. So he also knew where he fell short as a human being. But I think great ideas are just great ideas.
Sure.
And I think we have progressed as a society since Nkrumah. But if we can take things from that era, looking at where we are and look at what the future could look like, take inspiration and add what we can add now to propel ourselves for the better. Yeah.
Kwaku, we are trained journalist.
No.
You are not?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
Not even close.
but you love football. You played football.
I love the game. I love the game.
But I think that it's a good job that has been done. Hopefully, when the documentary is done and it is launched in US.
No, the documentary it will be launched in Ghana first.
In Ghana first.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, but I think that for me now, the most important thing is the lessons that we draw from what Nkrumah's thinking about football, sports in general, how we can use it to sell the country, how we can use it to sell our culture, how we can use it to position this country, as a powerhouse. I always say that I don't understand why, our football or our sports and how we use it, we can't use it as part of our foreign policy, and that's where Kwame probably will come in.
Yeah, that's an speciality.
Yeah, how we can use it as part of our foreign policy to really drive the country. Because look, if we are participating in the Olympic Games, we are putting in our best because we want to sell Ghana as that's the only platform we can beat America. It's football. That's the only place you can beat. You can't beat America with their economic might. You can't beat them with.
Now you can use sports to beat them.
Absolutely. So you look at where you maximize where you are strong. And I think it's one of those areas where we haven't really paid attention. And that's one of the things that Nkrumah used sports to really achieve. You understand? So I think that we need to. The most important thing is the lessons. The most important thing is the lessons. You be to me a free documentary. Now you chatty a course how we want to use sports to develop our country. It's very important.
So the documentary will be released May 2026.
Yes.
Before the World Cup in June. Kweku yedase pa. Say oba obesrai.
Thank you so much.
We can't wait to see you in May.
Yes.
Bra ebe release no. Pacho oba ahayo fie. Inti bra de obepese ebe ya ma wo. Aboa obi a na yetimi release documentary. Please come.
Thank you.
And let's plan. Let's see how we can.
All right. Let me say a few thank yous before I leave.
Sure.
And in a way there, I'll use the opportunity to thank your listeners. And thank you and Happy FM for allowing me to share what we are working on. Very, very grateful. I don't take it for granted one bit. Also to our entire team, our production team, WB Group, Echo, Kwesi, everybody, my partner Nana Poku, all of our voices in the documentary, from Samia to the late Joe Latte, to Maestro, to Kofi Pare, Ose Kofi, Fifi Anaman, Veronica Kome, and Peter Leji, PLO Lumumba, all these greats. And we have some other interviews I can speak on, and those you have to wait for the documentary to come. Also, let me take some of our partners in Kenya, Football for Africa Foundation, FFA, very grateful for their partnership. The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park is a partner. We are grateful for that. Some other partners we have Ghana Pride. Ghana Pride is a partner. We appreciate him, the entire organization for having our back. And also, my parents, my mom, my late dad, I know he's watching over us. So thank you guys so much. Everybody that's involved in the project, anybody that has donated to the project, we can't forget those people because those are the funds that keeps everything going. So thank you guys so much.
That's it. No, Kwakuwa, or partner, 54 kingdoms, and that 54 kingdoms represent the continent of Africa. And you use football to tell the Osajefo story. And we can't wait for the documentary. It drew her a beje copy crab or her. It drew her a beckham wasem. It drew her a beckham wasem. And to quick yada sepa say obesra and say unyanko baby adia kabema yebepon 12. And tinka unni ye busy schedule bia
schedule they very busy but
okay enti pacho betimi atwen we kire ona ya wie ananka ye di nkomo kakra ansana obeko no ye nua kwekuwa ofri 54 kingdoms omo na more than a goal project documentary using football into by a Facebook streaming na obehun say streaming steps of ejuma na omo ye no ewo ho enti say ya na documentary no edru ha ebe Reverend Ose Kofi na ogina mu kama Kwame tana hama me na obai wa ye din dodo Kwame wo ye din a na obeka bibi e de asem ebeba eno no ono ye din sa na obeka bibi e de asem beba ono kura Kwame obrai Kwame na asem bi wa ha 11 wonders Legon cities ehun asem wa ha ma na watwi yaka ho asem a men han wani han enfa nhweme Legon cities 11 wonders players etimi call hohoi no coach mo Legon City's 11 Wonders, mo players in any team managers too. And a call. Yes, Legon City's 11 Wonders.
Yes,
club Bako, Legon City's club Bako, me from Legon City's 11 Wonders.
No, but officially, Sani Free Club.
Me na me friend is another means of me official.
All official.
Oh dear, na me official Happy FM. Now the Happy FM wa me official. Lakeside and Afi Marina Park Semin Control say Ochina 29th of November ye be Diagro pa e wo Lakeside Marina Park ho. Na we ebusia families in Asia. A family of 3 no utua 250 Ghana cedis. Na afi individuals te say bia kwaku ansa ono okay oni yiri mum but oba se oba girl but onu ntimi on qualify as family enti se oba dia no oba as individual betua 100 Ghana cedis yen families no
na asempa so be
asempa ono family of 5 enti ne yire mu 2 ne yire mu 3 ne ma 2 ono kan ho 6 enti a family of 6 no ni omo nyina ebeba nti
debut asempa o yire no mai
o yire mu 3 e ma 2 en ono aka
polygamous meaning say asempa e polygamous
ono e porn star kra ujana obeye enti udi oni mazekasa we se opese de e kan nyina oti ase yi a na unya o ticket ana se u secure sport dia ko Silver Star Towers ewo airport ana se Lakeside Marina Park and also ewo Lakeside Ashaributwe enchen hwa ana open chiremu bia Frezuta on 0208 565393 enti yakwa kudi agro kwaku saba wo Sabash Herbal Center Semen Control say all chronic and acute diseases na omosa ye bie efrijuada ekosi ada ye La Paz opposite Abrantia Sport freyen 0249217453 sanso ena soccer be Semen Control say soccer chance no omodi abro for 10 plus matches make sure say all sneda so no 1.30 or even higher ulusu one game per still a better reward 3 times your stake. Terms and conditions apply. Pacho ye pe SHS Livers afom adwumam as security personnel organization won kran ha na pe sankrofui limited spaces na aka bon ho modern for application na afensu CV ebra the front desk of Happy FM ye wa salam down near Asalam down roundabout pepepe ehwa ne wo oba na bibi sankawa fra 0244 412098 eno so eno no kwame yenhwe da ben Wednesday ana Wednesday na chief of staff minister no edi can setting the World Cup committee there by office of the president said there be eba World Cup there ye wa ha na ye de aba ha enti no ye wo fikesiem ansa na ye de aba ministry enti efikesiem aye committee ema chief of staff na ebie so members of the committee amongst them no the chair sports minister nankasa deputy chief of staff in charge of operations Tandogbe Ekahubi minister Okujeto foreign affairs eho na your speciality ono nso Kahubi na ene omo maka nyina agenda World Cup no ahyase kwame
asonso ne akwanyi nti se meti wase yi a there ye power na no be na otwemiensa
on the 19th of November no yabogu.
Is that official and how wadrin
no sir you can't how do you get
different groups doing different things no because metiasie yi there no be na otwemiensa na se be bosomi ni no
no ye technical working committee
and we nso ye de yin
and we ye the we
because we for
the oversight committee,
if you like the football parts of the organization. And about na yet see a national thing. Into me who reps from Ministry of Trade, reps from Ministry of Are you in any way suggesting to me say before the minister will do something like this, bed your now
didn't consult. He didn't consult.
me pass them, Mr. Opa.
You know, me na say me America, you know, kind.
Mr. Opa, into me pinch him because Papa mean him no, or if you're not the Malquakusi baby. It's my minion very clear. My minion very clear in my mind.
No, you are giving me a bad name to hang.
Baminya very clear the question na obusami no ehun anu yie na me dey ma no obese o kire me said una wo kan obese o kire me say minister no the oye na o me miensa na se be busum ni no eno no obese o kire me say sorry ano of me ye the wo kan no ana.
But the minister went to sit on radio and say that our supporters in call. But the chief of staff have come to say that we are taking supporters. So it means that he says our things.
The minister no cast over supporters in call no uchire mu o sinke o no na dwea niema bi wo ho no ma o se o no na dwea what you say on the personal level.
So as a minister of sports, and we are going to the World Cup, you are saying that you don't know the plan of your government in that regard.
It's not me no need you. I just want to be clear. Said your work no san.
It's can wrap up.
It's back no nye adwuma.
Kwam menye sure.
The work no.
Because sa reps na minister ne fa in the committee no. Omu nyina no wasan de omu kwa ha no.
You na me person.
Yes, omu nyina no omu de
omu me san chemu no dia ene and I can proceed.
And government ne nso de ne nkrofo nso aka ho. And the deputy minister for finance, I understand there is public knowledge. We are fancy. It's I just want to schoolmate anyone down for or can be
minister of youth.
Yes,
and I make us. I just wanted that clarity. Matthias here. Now this is the thing. I would go back to a year budget now, and I'll link it.
Okay.
Once a minister can say we're going to be budgeting 150 million Ghana cedi.
Sure.
For that.
Yes.
At that time, no, Kasa, it was about $11.3 million. At that time, since I mean, as a $80, it be or no equivalent. At that time, me Kai said that day, quickly I checked, it was about 11.3. So I remember, because of a Juma we are in see, naturally the calls will start coming. $11.3 million into what exactly? That was around that time. Former committee now, Okano. Those things came up. So in my mind, I was like, obviously, this is not only going to be a football-related thing. We want to, if we want to benefit from going to a World Cup of the magnitude of a year, Canada, US, and then Mexico now, it would go beyond Sebibor na Yakwako Park na Sukeke. We would want to go there and have Brunbeck as a trickle-down effects on our participation into through that. No, Mekaisa at that time, no, Metro BB or baby say, having Obi from Minister of Trade, having Obi from Ministry of Foreign Affairs, then we are looking way beyond the because we're partners. Into all of those funds would go into a Juma or Bobekakwe. Say specifics, I'm sure say Omushia, they would detail all of those things. But in my mind, that is what I thought. I looked at the Nipa Dubakono. And these are not Sebi Nkrofwa or moving rem nearby. We know them. We know their capabilities. We know them in in the course of their lives. And I would want to believe say between Samre Kusi Ebia next year mid every now and then Ebia Bibi Omobeye and Bibi Omo planning so Omobeye they would let us know. Make I say Anya here crab Brazil 2014. When a team, make a program be all about the beach, and it had to do with raising funds or something like that. I can't really remember.
The fundraising committee.
Something like that, because program you all. And there were a lot of things, make I say, then sports minister of the free anchor. There were so many things that they did for about 6 months, all the way to a year time at KK first ball or Brazil. Minimum KPIs there, but I am sure say if it is Samria could see a year. Next year, June, which is another 6-7 months, there will be things that they will be doing. And every now and then, knowing the Honorable Kofi Adam, every now and then, Obama updates. Say, you empower Mokeke. Says, be Omo Metsnas and Omo Mekabro for Norman Sorenko. But every now and then, this is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. This is what they are doing. Maybe there is a committee member responsible for a committee member responsible for B, a committee member, because Mekaisa Naochi, I saw a statement attributed to a year Ura Julius Zebra. No kabibi about the funds. Say in Tempe, in Penifono, any the various embassies, and start in and then whatever their requirements are, because I have paperwork. And not Trump Akasa, and that has changed a lot of conversations. There's a lot of paperwork. Me who say also a year Canadian ambassador to Ghana. Mameno, and also say the earlier while person go Canada and you start the process, no, the better. Into Obi was our community no so or you're directly responsible for ABR visa and anything to do with travel. So that quickly the person starts working. Obi or let's say the foreign affairs minister is there, the minister of youth is there. I am sure said they would have particular roles, and yet they can't all be doing the same thing. They would have particular roles they would play. I'm just assuming it's the ABR Ministry of Youth. There's a youth related thing. ABR Pablo will play a particular role with youth. I haven't spoken to him in a while because but Obi play role be some way somehow as far as this is concerned. Ultimately, it is not just about playing football on the pitch. You share beyond playing football on the pitch. And see, at some point, we'll be sharing my specifics. Then we can ask all the probing questions we want to ask. I don't remember any of them granting an interview to anyone.
No. Minister
exactly. Into going forward, every now and then, me sure so be my updates because it's a sure. A committee, this one is directly responsible for this. By January, by March, by April, this one is directly responsible for this. This one is directly responsible for that. Because we don't want a situation you benefited from the World Cup in its totality. You would want to see.
And at the inauguration, the trust of a chief of staff, Nasemo Khan, said the year will be different from the year in 2010 and 2014. In fact,
at that time, it was
yes,
NDC
Osheda no ye 2022 the no Efrimu. Or see young Kobo 90-minute football. Into committee juma
exactly. So the FA president is there.
Yes,
as part of that
member.
I want to see at some point, maybe but at some point I want to see specifics. What exactly the committee has been put together to do. And on the Bemana relatively easy to say anything. At this point, power more. I mean, yes.
Yeah, okay.
There's a BBR but beyond that, the job has to be done. So when they are performing, then we know, okay, this is the job you are giving, and now if it's just okay, they are working in silos, and I say almost and nobody really knows what they are doing. Then ABI Kufiti had over 1,000,001 questions. ABI Isaac Tihao 1,000,001 questions. ABI also Tihao 1,000,001 questions, and you don't even know who to speak to, and I say we'll put some particular information via ABI say. I'm sure with time, no. So for me, I think it's a good thing because I've always said, look, if you've been to any of these global competitions before, there are all kinds of people who show up. There are all kinds of people you see. There are all kinds of deals that are struck on the sidelines. In your mind, but beyond, at least, I saw a thing or two, or just the last one. I saw a thing or two at the World Cup, and there were all kinds of people from all kinds of all walks of life. They were there to do a thing or two. It's ABIA, based on ABIA technical reports that ministry ABIA the current administration
Minister Adams
and ABIA Oma say, look, we can leverage on a lot of things beyond just the football. So let's see how it goes.
High sense country say a free 27th, Ekusi Ochina 29th. A high sense Black Friday promo. Shannon Sopa almost bra na beto mu niema ni bia mwatiti super. A 3-day a bonanza. Shannon Sopa a namiensa. And afabeto sa niema quality, durable, affordable, and guaranteed. Na uto bibia oha uwo 5-year manufacturer's defect warranty. No brofo na de akire nyina se obeto de no na nya wanfum so no akose na emomudi kofie no wahumfunsuo bi wo ho a ode ba ye beji yenya na ye niema no ye de ba kosi en warehouse na ye yi foforo na ye de abronti hyene nso ko yen showrooms ahoro ni nyina new ones no hatchu ho de no ho fe niema wo ho pa na afi nso afienya mataeku no na ye new ones de aka ni nyina free amrahia ekosi West Small nyina no your showrooms ɛwɔ hɔ. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. The luckiest said dial *712# na ubedi sika papa. The luckiest because luck is everywhere. Jesse, quickly on the committee na.
Most importantly, Pacho, omunkope commission's report no be kind.
2014 Justice Jamefe commission,
especially for fundraising aspect, and for the ministry. Enseignant reporter, you see, enseignant reporter on that thing. They describe the ministry as having weak internal controls. All kinds of things were said. It's very important. Say omubenya commission report ni bi akai. Ebiem supporters na omudi omobeko no. Hwe kata ye commissioner ohun can say maybe PM free kata aba no.
Kata den e ko so.
Supporters no mko man complaining.
Na say the tournament bia Ghanaian fans omuko bi omu complaining.
No.
Enye no na ma honorable Asiama ko kan ya ba ne ya ba.
No, me see just as 2014 there no. Maybe because of the football and the money that was carried and all those things, the commission, But if you look at 2014, the aspect of taking care of supporters and all those things, it became a huge matter. 2022, huge matter.
The same thing.
The same thing. It was in South Africa and the anti
South Africa, in South Africa, ne Joe Debra, journalist, Joe Debra, ni dim, you know, list so, and you might be 2010.
But 2010, you see, okay, maybe because of the performance of the team.
Yes,
so, but bottom line is that if you look at the concerns that came from 2022 and the concerns that came from 2014, similar.
Sure.
And almost share a whole beam. 2014, a lot of people suspect say supporters in BY the Omunko do the minister in. And to go Minister Kofi Adams or reach out to Elvis Free Ankara, you see, it's all kinds of the political game that is played in these things, very, very important. Say minister very circumspect. Media, I'm only interested in the committee getting to work. Very important. Na botaya yedi any jumedie potin yedi ammo muso munku di no. Ombe make sure so ombe di no medi ni ye. Foreign Affairs Minister now also no. I don't know, but with his busy schedule, by that time I could call some meetings. So, the one say, for example, Finance Minister or the deputy, because
even at the inauguration, no need because he's out of town.
What must say?
But not the deputy representing.
So I'm saying that
at the event.
I'm saying that at the core of the work. Say ye co-meeting ye Minister of Foreign Affairs on vice representative and call on one kasa bit me a call.
So do an online meeting.
So then online. so I'm again Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of operations. Of course, I mean, well, for the government side, it's very important. Say everybody is represented and all that. But I hope say at the end of the day. Fans are being raised will be able to account for them. 2014, in same chroma say. And for me, the catchword is get the commission's report, start reading, consult every Ankara a lot, and there are especially commission members available. So and I think that they will share one or two experiences to guide the work so that if these people will even make mistakes, it will not be repeating the mistakes of 2014 or 2022.
But the bottom line is that World Cup na ye kono supporters ebeko bi.
Oh yes, but
the bottom line is that.
But
yeah, the supporters ebeko.
I think that
Yankofa supporters US.
I think that people.
I'm
saying that people have been very unfair to the minister, and I think with the greatest of respect, people have been very unfair. I'm saying the minister made a point. Say, ono eka ono enka taxpayers' money. Emfa supporters enko, but say bet me resist car through corporate sponsorship. He is all for it. So I doubt if the minister clearly stated say emfa supporters enko. So I think that some aspect of the minister's explanation was not really paid attention to, and the people who jumped on the fact say OCMFA ministers or OCMFA supporters in Kono were really unfair. Obviously free anchor when raising fans and fans supporters and go.
You see, so it comes back to the same point. Anytime be a Yakubiano, you raise fans and the supporters.
2022 who raise fans be?
No, 2020.
2010 who raise fans?
Yes. No.
2010
no,
they raise fans or
2022.
2022 fans when you raise it.
Oh, Abia, it was not
they
in the open.
Fans,
it was not in the open, but I know say sika omode supporters square and nyini nyina na free sinking funding. So nyini nyina na
I am making the by 2014 it was clear.
Yes.
It was clear. Obviously, Free Anka did a very good job together with the Nete Numni. They did a Mustafa fans when we for 2022 World Cup. I'm saying that the minister, the Kofi Adams, the Honorable Kofi Adams, did say ideally, and say taxpayers funds, taxpayers money, and you support, you supporters.
No, the taxpayers funds, as the supporters Eco World Cup, and
there's everything wrong with it.
Why?
There's everything wrong with it.
Why?
And my mind now only competing. England, wow, you see, when it comes
why are you comparing? Why is tournament?
Nigeria for
this is what they took to if I say Morocco,
even Morocco, this playoff you can only support somebody Morocco playoff number only support somebody.
For all you know, it will not be the taxpayers' money that they will use.
And I see if they use taxpayers' money, what's the issue?
Abutre. Will Black Stars players $100,000? Who see who wasted taxpayers' money? For the World Cup. Taxpayers' money. About Black Stars, any GF, you know, even free.
I'm saying that
supporters spending taxpayers' money or supporters, most of them who call to this show. And you need peace, Papa Bia, peace, Papa no. I am all for supporters going for the World Cup, but government, and I agree with the commission's report, government must raise money through corporate sponsorship and take supporters. There's no problem.
Okay. And the government need resist Sikano now when you be on for supporters enko.
Government will definitely be able to raise money. But Chroma say, wo Fred Snit, Cocoa Board, Nissan Crofona, they will get money.
Government money.
If Cocoa Board or
GMPC
or GMPC or what and
Anglo good now Jessica or the end you be kase and you walk Jessica or baby.
But what are you saying?
Now Cocoa Board now go for
it's the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Why is it not?
It's not the same thing. I wish I had the commission's report here.
Yeah.
I wish I had it because Ghana Commercial Bank, all the other companies, they raise money from all walks of life.
Abena Asante Teresa. wawura ha Ike dano me ka kira abran say me pese me ni ko beach one of these days me pese o share hot pants na me ni no eco beach kama me dey say request na ma no ma ese me kwa mefro na me no nyina na ye ne nako enti me ni Ike asem ene ye ka Jesse